Louis, I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Obi-Wan has taught you well.
AIPL time, AIPL time, let's gooey.
Hello. How's it going? It's been like a week. It feels weird being not on an island, like in a house with internet and a computer.
Obi-Wan has taught
Whoa!
you well.
Hello.
Anvar's our hero editor in Twitch mod is in the house. Rachel, thank you so much for the 7 months. The 7 months, Rachel coming in hot for the AIPL. Anvars, you are a hero and a legend. Welcome in for the AIPL. How's everyone doing? How's everyone feeling? All right. Hush up, Harris Heller. You're doing great. But we're here for Civ. How is everyone doing? Is everyone ready for some fun AIPL action? I have decided to purchase a Starbucks double shot. What is this? Fortified. As if it's like a battlement. Or a fortified coffee drink. So I shall be buzzing this entire time. The entire time. Where is the spreadsheet? Let's get the spreadsheet set up. I could do this on my own time, but I decided to do it on your time so we can all learn how to do this each week together. Boom, there we go. All right, what's cracking today? Who's playing today? Games 10, 11, and 12 are today. To start off in game number 1, we have Teddy, Pedro, Wilfred, Amanator, Robert, Philip, JR, the Khmer, and Zhao. Although he kind of says, Sean Bean kind of says it with a little L. Like a Jalao. I don't really understand how he does that, but Sean Bean's a talented man. That's game number 1. Game number 2 of the day will pit Cleo, Gorgo, Pericles, Chandra, Gupta, Movember, Cyrus, Dido, and Christina against each other. And then finally, to finish the stream later this evening, we have Teddy, Bullmoose, Salad, and Hammurabi, Victoria of England. Okay, Victoria is the only... Never mind, you know what I mean. It's like Victoria and not Eleanor, you know? We have Freddy, Matthias, Sienduk, and Latoro. Do I ever play? Yes. When I can. Because I have to work a lot now. And the answer is yes. I'm going to try and do a tomorrow morning stream. I'm going to try and play some Civ tomorrow for everyone. So don't worry. We do play Civ sometimes. But we also like watching the AI do it, because then we don't have to. But yeah, those are the 3 games today. It's going to be exciting. Normally we would have played last night, but I had to stay overnight at work, which sucked, to be honest. It was not I was all ready to go, and then there was a glitch in the schedule, and I was like, I'm gonna have to stay overnight if I want to fix this by Monday. So I had to. But we're here now. Let's get into game number 1 of the AIPL. What is this, week 3? I think this might be week 3, week 4? This is week 4. We've been doing AIPL Season 2 for a month, ladies and gentlemen. For a whole month. Incredible stuff. Let's make sure the mods we got are correct. No, okay. No. Okay, cool. This is bad. All right, so the real content's enabled. The community stuff is disabled. We need better balanced starts. We need better spectator mod. I think that's all we need. I think that's all we need. We're good. We are good to go, ready to go, ready to party with the AIPL. Oh, you asked about League of Legends. I do play League of Legends sometimes. Mostly ARAMs nowadays. But I used to play League of Legends a lot. All right, so we're good to go there. I'm going to refresh the stream to make sure everything is synced up. We've got our best friend, the spreadsheet, ready to go. All right, let's set up game number 1 of the AIPL Season 2. Oh, not autosaves. Come on. Come on, VB. You've got this. You've got this. You've done this before. We're going to create a game. Elliot, what's up?
Yo.
Elliot Peter, new fan of the Let's Dive Deep Hamilton podcast that Vector Cat and I do. If you like Hamilton and like podcasts, you will really enjoy Vector Cat and I's Hamilton podcast. It is a right proper time. I like this the seeding rounds because you don't need to actually change anything. Cool. All right, rock and roll, baby. We are the spectators in game number 1. We got Rough Rider teddies. We're gonna see both teddies today. We're gonna see both teddies again today. Also, just so everyone knows, I have really bad allergies right now. I've taken allergy meds. They're doing stuff. I don't know if they're helping or not, but they're attempting to.
Has taught you well.
Whoa!
Jammies.
Yo.
100 Games is here. Thank you for the tier 1 for a year. Ladies and gentlemen, 100 Games has now hit his Rainbow VB badge and has been here for an entire year. If we can get some donkeys in the chat for 100 Games, please. A year. A year. Wild. Wild stuff happening. We got Wilfred in game number 1 of the day. Heck yeah. We're going to root for Wilfred. I'm going to root for Wilfred. He is the hope. Ooh, Nubia's here. Nubia and Mansa Musa always do well. I think just having that desert to themselves really vibes with what they're trying to do. Robert the Bruce is in. All right. Scotland. All right. All right. All right. There we go. Oh, that's going to conflict. Oh, everyone knows you've got... This is the correct Canadian skin. For sure. Philip of Spain. Getting those trade routes. That is Pedro, you idiot. Pedro and... They're both the second of something, but not quite correct. The Khmer are in game number 1. New look Khmer. And Zhao is here. Portugal. Okay, this is game number 2 we've seen of Portugal. They did really well in the first game, so I'm excited. He's getting a Pangaea map this time, though, so maybe he won't be quite as good. Maybe he won't be quite as good. But we will have to see. So Robert and Zhao are conflicting. I think there's a blue and white one there for Robert. Oh, Teddy can do blue and red. Oh, that's sexy. Cool, cool, cool. That is sexy indeed. How long have we been live? We've been live for 17 minutes. I think people know the AIPL is on Saturdays. I think people who watch the AIPL are aware that it's on Saturdays now. So I think we're good to just get going. Map type Pangaea, yes. Quick speed, everything good here. Spawn guaranteed, natural wonders good. I don't know why I always check this as if it's going to be different, but I always like to. I think we're good. I think we are good, ladies and gentlemen, to start game number 1. I'll leave it on the start screen for a little bit to make sure people can hop in. But I think we're good to do. We'll get the prediction going. I think this is it. All right. Let's rock and roll. Woo! All right, game number 1. We go. We are ready. Things are going to be awesome. Oh, the prediction is going. Ladies and gentlemen, get your channel points in the ring. Prediction is out. Woo! Kappa, what's up?
From the first stirrings of life beneath water to the great beasts of the Stone Age.
I am so prepared for this.
Taking his first upright steps, you have come far. Now begins
This double shot is delicious.
from this
What on earth?
civilization.
I don't know what they do to fortify this coffee drink, but hey, Zeus, man. With sugar, corn dextrose, and sucralose. I mean, I'm either getting diabetes or cancer from this thing, but good golly, Miss Molly, if it isn't just absolutely delicious. Starbucks coffee is the first ingredient, though, so that's healthy-ish. Skim milk. So we get 2 ingredients in before it's just sugar, cream, corn dextrose, taurine, cellulose gel, potassium. This is, yeah, now it starts getting pretty bad. Artificial flavors. That sounds bad too. It started out good though. It started out healthy. Yeah, Elliot, I think what it is, if you save, as far as I know, if you save a template, like if you save a template of a game, whatever it's called, and you load it, it will... Whoa!
Has taught you well.
Oh yay Vanbra 1 hype 4 whole months, let's go AIPL.
AIPL. We need like a chant. AIPL. See, I can be a cheerleader or something. I picked the wrong career path. But I think if you make a preset game and you load it like we do for the AIPL, it auto loads all of the important mods. So it won't load the UI ones, but if you built a game setup with better balanced start and you load that template to adjust, it'll still have better balanced start on. I think is what's happening. All right, we've been live for 20 minutes. The people who are going to be here for game one are here for game one. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Game one of day 4. We've been doing this for a whole month already. Game one of day 4 of the AIPL is going to begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Huzzah, barbarians! Come on. Barbarians. Yeah, there we go. Cool. We have revealed the map. We are good to go. West Coast is the best coast. We are starting with lots of rivers for the Khmer. I repeat, lots of rivers for the Khmer. I expect to see a variety of holy sites being placed down on all of these rivers. For Matt, he's going immediately for the coastline. I take all of that back. Just below the Khmer, we have Ottawa and all of the tundra that they... Yep. Canada is going to do great. Canada is... My expectations have plummeted for Canada in this one. Moving on up, we have Spain, who's got a really good start. Look at Spain go. They got mountains, they got land, they got a barb camp to kill, they're escorted. They got Mount Roraima right here. This is... We call this the reverse Wilfred. This is the reverse Wilfred start over here for Spain. No one specifically nearby that they need to, like, murder either, which is awesome for them. Brazil, lots of rainforest. Just recorded the video on AIPL, and I remembered to mention Brazil's rainforest. That's something that I never remember, because does anyone really remember Brazil a lot of the time? Anyways, they are here. They're having fun. They're partying. The carnival is going to be absolutely superb. They got like spices and tobacco to make things crazy. Maybe they'll launch some nukes later in the game. Good central position without too much fuss or muss going on. I like where Scotland's at. I mean, this dust storm kind of sucks. They don't... I mean, I would move towards the rivers in this direction. I see what he's trying to do. Again, no one's going to like actively come and murder him though, so he's going to get a chance to set up. So keep an eye on Scotland. Nubia has enough desert to work with, I think. This triple copper mine. It's either a lot of gold or 3 mines, which is awesome. Everything about this is cool. I'm vibing with Nubia's start here. Moving over to Zhao. Now, Zhao's going to have a tough time. He has absolutely no one to trade with. I guess Arma? Arma and maybe Leventa if he can go around. I guess eventually he'll have some city-states on the coast to trade with, but he's going to have to hope that Scotland comes and settles a coastal city up here at some point in this game. Is war... Oh, there's a Gobustan here. I don't think... Yeah, this map does seem pretty empty. There is loads of space here, which, you know what? I think is good. I think it's good to have a variety of maps. Everyone's going to... Oh, Brantford is down. Hey, can we not settle that next to Hari? Like, the Khmer's thing is population, Canada. The Khmer's thing is population. When you know their thing is population, don't settle... Now you have to put Pingala in Brantford. It's a mess. It's a mess, I tell you. Do we have any holy sites down on the rivers? Oh, my... This holy site is just... Chef's kiss. Chef's kiss holy site. If we could do a holy site analysis, if we had that capability, this would be just marvelous. Absolutely marvelous. Spain's got a lake boat, which is awesome. Oh, we love a good lake boat here at the AIPL. Oh, we didn't even talk about Bull Moose Teddy. Or Rough Rider. Is this Rough Rider? This is Rough Rider Teddy. We didn't even talk about Rough Rider Teddy. He's got a start. He's gonna have to come through Buenos Aires or Spain at some point. It looks like Spain is bringing the pain to him now. But at some point, if Teddy wants to really turn this game on its head, he's gonna have to expand a little farther. I think other than Canada, he's got the second worst start in this one for sure. That is true. Canada does have to settle aggressively before they get boxed in. We'll see if Brazil comes over to the west. They might not. Brazil looks like they're going to keep going east and northeast, which would be awesome for Canada in this situation, because Canada would love to have this area right here to just kind of hang out in for a little bit. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a settler. Yeah, there it is. Kind of head over in that direction. Nubia and Portugal are getting closer together. They still haven't quite like met yet, and they're not really fighting each other. So we got to be on the lookout for some war here, but not quite yet. Amani Khan early. It's only early Amani Khan days. We're still in the planning phase of this. But Mitla seems to be the Amani Khan destination, bumping out such luxurious locations as Muscat and Armagh and La Venta. So, good work, Mitla. Your organizing team put in a good bid. Well done. Although one Amani is just there anyway. One Amani's like, nah, I don't want to go. What are we even doing? I think the whole city of Dumbarton... What? Okay. Let's break this down. No aqueduct. In the middle... So, Scotland knows this dust storm is here, because it's been going the whole time. He knows precisely which of these tiles is going to get dust stormed. And he built a capital in the... Or he built a city in the middle of it. This might be the worst city settle we've ever seen. No fresh water, no aqueduct possibilities in the middle of a dust storm that he already knew would exist on these specific tiles. That is wild. That is truly wild. The Khmer, who were really aggressive in their game last week, or the week before, are moving up towards Barcelona. They seem to be leaving Canada alone. The settler is continuing to move to the northeastern area. It doesn't look like Brazil is moving over to the west either. We do have Machu Picchu going down for Brazil, which would be huge, and he did secure it. What a huge win for Brazil. Loads of mountains here. If Brazil doesn't... What the... Scotland going hard in the paint. He's like, yo, I'm gonna settle Dumbarton right here. And then immediately settle Edinburgh 100 miles away just to get the fresh water. Scotland, what are you doing? Look, okay, this dust storm is never going to end. This dust storm is never going to end. This is very tragic. Scotland is having a rough time. This city should have never been settled. This city should have never been settled. I guess Scone is good. We're liking what Scone's doing here. That is wild. Seems like the catapults are not doing much to Barcelona here. We do have America kind of coming down with Wukong and a few other units to take on the Khmer, although it's not going particularly well. I don't think they brought enough units to bear. Canada is getting to settle pretty aggressively, but Viadapura comes in at just the right time to kind of stop that in its tracks, which means Canada will be pushed closer to Brazil and then under a water or under a volcano if they want the fresh water. So it looks like Canada is going to get... or has most of the land they are going to get in this game. Nubia still hanging out, still doing their thing. They got lots of space to expand into. Not surprising they are settling kind of closer up to the north. They're running out of desert to use here, but they already got the Oracle. They've got some good theater squares down. They're going to have a great time. They're going to collect this uranium immediately, which is awesome before it floods. So they're having fun. Portugal, I don't know if they... Yeah, they're not trading yet. Yeah, there's just no one to trade with yet, which is super unfortunate. They are settling more cities. Faro is on fresh water, makes a lot of sense. So we'll see if eventually Scotland gives them something to trade with, or if they expand all the way over and then can trade with New York. That would be another option. One day I will not have to deal with allergies anymore, and that day will be the best day of my life. Spain being kept to 4 cities is slightly wild. I'm surprised Spain isn't more aggressively settling over. Maybe the path through Valencia is a little bit weird or strange or unscouted yet, but I'm surprised Spain's not going for more cities. You would think that would be a high priority for them. I'm really digging what Brazil's doing this game. It's turn 66. Let's do a quick yield check-in. In terms of science, we have Robert the Bruce and Pedro and the Khmer kind of really taking a lead here. Canada also at 107. So there's actually a few people in the game here. Lots of theater scores going down as well. So these culture numbers won't be accurate for long, but at least right now, Khmer is in the lead with Pedro not too far behind. Taking a quick look at the score, you have Teddy actually up on top, which is wild stuff. Pedro, Khmer, Zhao rounding out the top 4 with our boy Wilfred in last place. It's not what you want. As a Canadian, it's not what you want to see. I do believe, though, that we will start really ramping up soon as our good theater scores go down. Forbidden City would be a huge pickup. Not sure Hamilton's the right city to build in it, but hey, what do I know? What do I know? I'm just a spectator in this one. No one has settled Mount Roraima yet, although that's a wildly good holy site. So we have learned the AI can buy tiles. There's no way this tile was not purchased. There's no way this tile was not purchased. So we do know that in the right situation, the AI can purchase tiles, which really, you know, takes the whole Korea thing to another level. Because why doesn't Korea just do this? If Spain knows how to purchase tiles to get the holy site, why doesn't Korea purchase tiles to get the good Siowans? I don't know. So much to figure out with the AIPL. Buenos Aires defending themselves marvelously with these swordsmen. Well done. Brazil is on another level. Edinburgh has officially flipped over to Brazil. Sorry, Scotland. But hey, you know, at least you have Dumbarton. It's a dumb city, but you have it, which is awesome. Dundee also building Forbidden City in 55 turns. Guess what? We're doing it in also 55 turns while losing Hamilton. We are very good at Civilization 6. It'll probably only purchase one tile out, is your guess. Interesting. That's all you need for a good Siowan, is just one tile out so you can get your, I don't know how it all works. Zhao has stopped building cities, question mark. It doesn't look like he's trying to expand any farther. If he does want to expand here or here, he might want to do it pretty quickly before Scotland gets any ideas. Scotland trying hard to get some good theater squares, some good Atemananki action. It's not really the best Atemananki though, is it? It's not really. It's actually a pretty terrible Atemananki. You know what though, Scotland? Good for you, man. Good for you. You're getting what you want. You're picking the thing. You're going for it. I think Spain, and all the people building Forbidden City right now, Spain is the easy favorite to actually acquire said Forbidden City. Washington building. Odds that they actually move Sinbad to New York. What do you think the odds are that Washington moves Sinbad to New York? Here it is. Sinbad. Is this a shameable moment or will they move him? Is this a shameable moment or will they move him? We're going to find out in one turn.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Why? Why? Move him. Move him here. Move him here. Get him right. Anyways, moving on. Spain and the Khmer, very close. Spain's still on 4 cities. Spain is just like, nah, I'm not settling anymore. I guess he does have a 5th settler now. But it's a bit late in the game for that. Wah wah. 10 out of 10. It's well. Yeah, I think oh god, oh dear, oh no, oh good golly. I think part of it is that it's a terrible Sinbad, but also, like, could be amazing. Oh, Curitiba, Forbidden City going down in 2. I think Brazil's, my favorite to win this is Brazil for sure right now. The Khmer, Teddy, Pedro, and Amanator really rounding out the top 4 here. Zhao, Robert the Bruce, Wilfred, and Philip got a long way to go. It does seem like Wilfred doing slightly better than Philip right now, which is a little surprising, but you know what? Something we'll take. As a Canadian, I will take this. Once again, another look, dude.
Shame.
Dude, I swear, just
Shame.
you literally just gotta.
Shame.
You just got to put it right here. You just got to put it right there. And then you get more stuff for the same thing. Oh, boy. It's not really the best Huey, but you know what? It's a Huey. There's no other lakes in this empire either. St. John and Brantford are fully kind of battened down now, though. We got the Colosseum. We'll take that. And the Gobustan. This is a wildly... Oh. No. This is all wrong. This is all wrong. Oh, God. Okay, I'm not going to analyze that right now. That's giving me a headache. That districting is giving me a headache. Good work, Wilfred. Mitla still the prime destination for a Monicon. Good stuff. Zhao has settled one more city. I believe Lyra is the newest one. I would rush right over to this river if I were Zhao. He does have a trader out now. He's probably used the city-state. Is he trading with New York? He's probably not trading with New York yet. He's got someone to trade with, though, which is huge. He is going to come settle on the coast, so he is still prioritizing settling cities. Doing a quick yield check-in here. We got Nubia 142, Science 169, nice 175, not quite as nice, even though it is better. Culturally, got a couple people close to the Khmer, Amanator, Pedro are there, Canada and Teddy kind of there. In score, we just went over it, but there we are. Zarazoga, whoa!
Has taught you well.
Whoa!
Woot woot.
Ladies and gentlemen, CME is here at Tier 1 for 3 months. Wow! Air horns, fun party, ah! Zarazoga was taken by the Khmer, which puts a really big dent into Spain's plans for this game. I don't think they're going to be able to keep Zarazoga. It is rebelling in 2 turns. I might have raised that city. It is now rebelling immediately, but still, it really set Spain back. It really set Spain back quite a big distance. Teddy is building the Big Ben. Sinbad has not been... Okay, now there's no excuse. There's not even a unit in here. Teddy, there's not even a unit in here. You are playing with us, good sir. You are taking our emotions. You are taking our logic and putting it in the shredder. What is this? How dare you do that to our feelings? Now he's dead. Now Sinbad is dead. Sinbad in this lake. Well, it's like keeping the whales at the aquarium. They have so much potential in a big body of water, yet you ruin their lives by putting them in this. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing, Teddy? Anyway, Cincinnati, what a boppin' city. You got the you got the government plaza, a whole bunch of tundra. I guess some deer and some iron are nice, you know. What a well-rounded city. Hattusa also, we got dueling Amanicons here. Between the scientific city-states, dueling Amanicons, that's stressful. That is stressful. You never want dueling Amanicons. You don't know what the Amanis are capable of. You never know what the Amanis are capable of. Mexico City taken by Brazil. Yo! Well done, Brazil. Killing the game. Did we ask Sinbad if he wanted out in the lake? Maybe he enjoyed a stress-free life. That is true. I am projecting my own beliefs onto Sinbad. Maybe Sinbad requested to be in the lake, and in which case I apologize profusely to Sinbad. It's a very good point, Kyle. I really like what the Khmer is doing this game. I think they're not even running out of space. Like, just, this city's going to have high population. Just settle another one here. You can come right around Spain and really box them in. At least by doing this, you are technically leaving Spain with like a route back into the game to settle cities. I would try and force him up. Yeah, there he's going up into the tundra. Exactly. Nubia hanging out, having a good time. I've added the pyramids and Jebel Barkal to their kind of itinerary, which is awesome. Well done, Nubia. How's that doing for your score? Put you in the top 4, and that's what you want here. Pedro and the Khmer are out in front. Amanator and Teddy are hanging out in the top 4. Zhao, Robert, Wilfred, and Philip. Philip's getting trashed. Philip is getting straight trashed. Canada, you have to do better. Hamilton now a permanent fixture in the Khmer Empire. You hate to see it. You absolutely hate to see it. It does seem like Zhao does not want to kill his city-states, though, interestingly enough. Maybe he's trading with them. Just tuning in, who's the favorite at the moment? I think in this game, my money's on Khmer or Brazil, if I had to pick. Also, my headphones are breaking. In real time, I am beginning to not be able to hear myself or the game. Awesome. All right, I'm going to pretend like I can hear everything that's happening right now. I would say Brazil. The top 2 score leaders are like the correct favorites, I think. Brazil or Khmer. I wouldn't be surprised if Teddy or Nubia or even Robert put in a good science race at the end. The thing with the AIPL is that like winning the space race, you can do pretty easily while being far behind. Getting Ruhr Valley and Big Ben is super awesome. The AI just gets so distracted during the space race that you can kind of sneak in there if you're focused and make sure you're getting that done. Ruhr Valley and Big Ben are huge pickups for a single empire. I mean, Zhao's still going for it. He's still... Oh, this settler's been moving around for a while, though, hasn't it? Oh, there it is. Viseu is down, baby. Viseu. That sounds more French than Portuguese. That's all right. That's fine. A Coruña has been settled in the tundra. Not the best place to settle a city, but he doesn't really have too many choices. Still a little surprising the Khmer don't just rocket ship up this way, but maybe you think from their point of view they already have enough cities. They're already building AT crew armies, which is wild. Yeah, Nassau, we have the AIPL, baby. Washington's got lots of trade routes. We vibe with Washington's trade routes for sure. I really wish Canada was doing just slightly better. I wish Canada was doing just... I mean, look, you have your one big tundra city. You've worked 0 of the tiles. One of them. You have worked 1 of the tundra tiles. Like Peterborough. You got to get it together. Nubia stole a city spot from... Oh, wow. Sadinga. Yo. Is down. Wigtown is down. We'll see if these guys fight each other. But yeah. Stealing spots. I did say it twice. If Portugal does not get over to this river. If Portugal does not get over to this river, someone else will take it. And someone else, gosh darn it, has taken it away from Portugal. Taj Mahal going down. That would be a great pickup for Portugal. If anything, just to avoid a dark age for the rest of the game. It seems like we have built Mont Saint Michel here. Mont Saint Michael. I don't know how to pronounce it. But it has completed its construction, which is all that's important. We have Singi down here with... Just buy some tiles, dude. Okay, mate. Yo. You gotta put the holy site close to the wonder, my dude. What are we doing here? Faro, what are we even doing, my guy? What are we even doing here, my guy? It does seem like Wigtown and Sardinia are going to both keep their loyalty, which is a fun little dynamic here. Zaragoza has been back in Spanish control for a while, and it's an effective city. It does seem like the Khmer, though, are kind of... If Spain and America kind of fight on the same front here, I think they can start whittling down the Khmer. I think the Khmer is just so far ahead. My allergies are going to be the end of my existence. Last Euro match of the day. I'm watching all the Euro matches that I missed this week tonight. I have remained relatively spoiler-free. I finished watching Hungary versus France earlier this morning. I will now, after this, proceed to watch Portugal versus Germany and some of the other matches I missed. So I'm excited to watch it too. Glad you're tuning into the AIPL, though. What a perfect post-Euros experience. Rahavi Hara is losing loyalty, which would be a huge pickup for... Spoiler, the ball was round. That is a fair spoiler. I appreciate that. I was worried. You know, there's all UEFA controversies about ball shapes that you just got to keep on top of. I mean, if it's not one controversy for UEFA, it's another. And you knew round balls was going to be a controversy at some point. Wukong back at his... Oh, he's reap... Do we double shame him? How many times can you shame a man? How many times can you shame a man before you think he starts liking it?
Shame.
Because this is just pain.
Shame.
This is just unfortunate. I mean, if you ever build a canal here, it at least gets into this little area. I hate everything. This is his second time. If you hate, like, this is the second time he's purchased this specific Sinbad. Grrr, ah. How dare you? How dare you do that to our main man Sinbad? We have spaceports going down at turn 165. If that goes through, that would be fairly similar, like lining up with our fastest ever games. That would be exciting here. In terms of yield, we have 300 for Khmer, 266, 362 for Canada. So Canada, currently leading the science table, could potentially kind of pull out a victory here, even from very far behind. The problem is not really going for spaceports. That's the issue. You still got to go for the science victory, which is what I was talking about earlier. In terms of score, you have the Khmer, Pedro, Robert, and Zhao kind of moving into the top 4, and Manator and Teddy falling back. You do have Wilfred and Philip kind of still in the bottom 2, though. Other than that, everyone's just kind of cruising along, living their best lives. Free Sinbad. Wasn't it you just a second ago, Kyle? That was like, hey, how do we know? How do we know that Sinbad doesn't enjoy it? How do we know that this isn't like Sinbad's resurrection so he can go back to living his life in retreat? He just loves it. He likes hanging out. He gets to go to school. He gets to live on his boat. Could Brazil make culture happen? I think the best time to see if culture is going to happen is how many rock bands someone buys. It's hard to keep track of the faith generation when you're commentating this. So if someone like Khmer right now buys a lot of rock bands, it kind of is like, Brazil's probably not going to be able to do it. You would think, though, with their land, the appeal from all the rainforests, like they have it in them to do. They're doing well. Like they could do it, yes. Will they do it, though? Who knows? They are going for the science here, getting some research labs, going for nuclear weapons, which we like, getting some carnivals down. Sinbad repurposed to a party boat. That's where we're thinking. That's where we got to be. Scotland is launching the Earth satellite. Is anyone else launching said Earth satellite? It does not seem like it. It seems like Scotland is alone in this Earth satellite adventure here. Going straight for the moon landing. This is a man who's dedicated. This is a man who's dedicated to the cause. If he keeps going, if he can keep pushing through the tech tree, he would be able to match our fastest game time ever. But he's got to keep going for it. The culture victory getting closer and closer for Brazil, though, so it might be a possibility. We'll have to see. We haven't had an AIPL culture victory that didn't involve like 167 rock bands, though. So we'll see what he decides to do on that front. Maybe he won't even need them. I mean, once is a nice vacation, twice seems like negligence. I think the whole thing is negligent. I think this Sinbad situation is just pure negligence. It's gone now. Is it in the ocean or did it die? Oh, it's dead. Nope, Sinbad is dead. It's like a goldfish who lived its whole life in a tank. 167 rock band seems like a good name for a music festival. That would be cool. That's a little, like, the biggest problem I have at music festivals is that there's so many people playing at one time that I can never choose who to go see. Like at every, like, I guess the point is that at every time in every time slot you have someone you want to see. But music festivals give me like decision fatigue, right? No matter what I choose, I'm always missing out on something. It's like, hey, here's a bunch of things you'll really enjoy, but you can only go to one of them and you never get to go to the other one. It's like, oh man, how do I choose? There's 167 choices. 167 bands, and you can see like 12 of them. That's a lot. That's hard. Canales is coming. Okay, we have this Panama Canal for sure. Yesterday, I registered myself for the Resery list. You got your first vaccine? Yo. I like vaccines. I think everyone should go and be like Juiced and get their vaccine. I had to reschedule 2 people at work this week so they could go get their vaccine, and I was happy to do it. We have one of Khmer cities, Raha Vihara, flipping over to Brazil. What a pickup. What a pickup for Jan Pedro. Where is this? Whoa. Okay, what did the good people of Buenos Aires do to you, Khmer? What did the good people of Buenos Aires ever do to you? Where are we at with these victories here? I mean, the culture victory is inching closer for Pedro. We do have Robert the Bruce full on at the moon landing completed. We have the Khmer launching an Earth satellite and Teddy launching an Earth satellite. Hey, knock knock, Wilfred, what are you doing? Can we get something going here, Wilfred? Do you want to work your tundra tiles, mate? Dude, Like, you know a Canadian is commentating your game. You've got to try a little harder. He is doing one of my favorite things, though, is where you put the Colosseum or the Colossus and the Great Lighthouse, like, separately with a tile in between, and it becomes like an entrance into your city between these two mammoth wonders, which I think is fun. I think it's fun. I try to be good boss Phoebe. It doesn't always happen, but I try. Taj Mahal did end up going down. Is he in a dark age? That would be so good. Nah, he's in a golden age. Making the most out of that Taj Mahal. Well done, mate. This game has distinctly lacked any kind of, like, aggression, though. You give these guys space. Peebles. Peebles. That's such a funny city name. Whoa! Holy smokeroonies. That's a 2 p.m. Bose raid with 94 people. I heard you guys were playing Humankind. If you're coming over from the Humankind stream that Bose was just playing, hello, my name is Bradley. I play Civ 6 on Deity all the time, but...
13 months, let's go.
Oh, man. 13. You know, a year is huge, but then every month past that is even bigger. It's crazy how that works. On our Twitch channel, which you're watching right now, we are running an AI versus AI tournament where we just spectate games played by the AI. We got a big fancy spreadsheet to put all the numbers into. That spreadsheet creates like brackets and stuff, and eventually in a couple of months we will have the official best AI player in Civilization 6. We've already ran a full season of it. Mansa Musa won. So Mansa Musa defending his crown. And now we're here with season 2.
Friendship.
But Bose, thank you for the raid. Thank you for the sub. Appreciate you immensely.
Everything's
The
under
Broda,
control. Situation
thank you so
normal.
much for the follow. Zongdixkind, thank you so much for the 100 bits, my guy. My dude. That's going straight to Anvars, whom we adore and appreciate very much because he is keeping our whole content creation machine alive on his back. Breaking news, I think Kilwa Kisawani just sunk into the ocean. That is the problem with Kilwa, isn't it? I don't know where it sunk into the ocean specifically, but that is the issue you run into. You got to build something on the coast, it's gonna sink. We do have Khmer rock bands going around. I think, though, we have our first canalysis of the evening. Have we finished that yet? Is that done? I don't think it's done. I think it got snaked. I think the Panama Canal got snaked. Who built it? Who built it? Ladies and gentlemen, we are on a search to find the Panama Canal. Is Khmer going in for that culture victory? Loads of people getting into the science game. Khmer going for the Mars colony. Brazil is still doing the best at this culture thing, though. Did we ever get an update on our seal Fred? Yes, he is recovering. He has moved out of his quarantine tub into the general seal party tub, where all the rescue seals hang out. So he has made friends. He's having a good old time. Steven is cruising. Where is this Panama Canal? I like how this is the point in which Zhao is like, you know what? Now is the time to settle by this volcano. Specifically after the AI have taken the rest of the map for me. I want to know where the Panama Canal is. It's important to know. It's critical infrastructure in our analysis of a Civ game. It was being built right here. And it didn't... The only time you lose the whole thing is if it gets taken. Buenos Aires has been captured, though. Immediately they're repairing their defenses. Good work. I can't find this Panama Canal for the life of me. Hopefully someone sees it. Hopefully somebody sees it. That would be ideal. All right, doing a quick yield check in here. Loads of 300s. Whoa!
AIPL, best way to spend a Saturday night.
I agree. We are also on a hype train, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your conductor speaking. Please keep your hands and feet inside the hype train at all times. Let's go! All right, back to the game, though. You guys are going to party on the hype train. I got a game to commentate still, but we're going to do both at the same time. It's going to be fantastic. Doing a quick yield check in here. 340, 440. That's a lot. 440, 45. So Pedro's got the science lead. It doesn't look like he's going Specifically for the science victory, though. It looks like Kamir's going to cap out at the Mars colony for now. With that culture victory, though, he is going hard and fast into it there for sure. It looks like he might be able to pull it off, which would be awesome. In terms of a quick score check-in, we have Pedro
_J gifted a tier 1 sub to Monkey Business 444. They have given 110 gift subs in the channel.
Thank you, Kyle, for gifting a sub to Monkey Business. Please enjoy that sub. Use the emotes. Use the subsection of the Discord. It's a party. We have Pedro, then Robert, then Kamir, then Zhao in the top 4. Nubia, Teddy, Wilfred. Wilfred looks like he's going to beat Philip, though, which is awesome. Wilfred looks like he's going to beat Philip, though, which is awesome. I am a fan of that. We got GDRs coming down for Scotland. Surely if they're at GDRs, they're pretty close to where they need to be to rush this science victory. Brazil's tourism must be off the charts. They haven't used a single rock band, and they're getting closer to the culture victory. Canal emotes back in business. Hell yeah. I should do like a Christmas time advert. Are you thinking about gifting a sub? If so, just know that you are gifting use of the canal emotes. We found it. We have found it. Do-do-do, do-do-do, canalysis. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I think on the whole, it's a little unnecessary. But Kasir is a good city. Decent production. Could theoretically build vessels. It's not a city that's going to be easily taken anyway. So using it as like an entry point for an enemy ship isn't really a concern. This is a 5. This is a 5 for me. It's not a bad Panama Canal. I don't think it's worth building specifically, but it's certainly on the better end of the Panama Canals we typically see here on the AIPL. What a you know what they say about Shat? It's very good at science. That's what they say about it. That's the one thing. When anyone says anything about Shat, it's that they're good at science, you know? Whoa! Is this a nuclear weapon or is this just a... Is this just a nuclear sub? Whoa! Oh, no! Oh, yay! Somebody nuked. Come here. Oh, party. Everyone party. We've got a nuke. Hey, Canada! Canada with the nuke. Yeah! Wilfred. 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 Holy... Not expecting that. I was not expecting that. That was all his nukes. He used his one nuke to murder Harahalaya. Go Canada. Holy smokes. Things I thought I'd never see in the AIPL. A Canadian nuke. I would never have expected Canada to launch that nuke, but you know, by God, the hero did it. By God, the hero did it. Not even the capital. Are you building more nukes, Canada, now that we know you're capable? Nah, he's going for the Operation Ivy. Brazil inching closer to that culture victory, which would be huge. We also got him going for the exoplanet. So Brazil kind of hedging his bets on both victory types, and he's the one in the lead. So this is following perfectly. He's also building thermonuclear weapons, which is awesome. So we've officially passed our quickest game time, though. So no one's going to win the quickest game ever. I'm okay with this one extending as long as Canada gets a few more nuclear opportunities. He is going for Operation Ivy and then presumably building some thermonukes. A strongly worded but polite nuke. That's exactly right. That's exactly the kind of nuclear weaponeering that Canada would. Very, very polite. As polite as you can nuke somebody. They probably apologized after. Like, sorry, I regret that I have to do this, but I must. But sorry. They probably gave a post-nuke
under control.
routine.
Situation normal.
Wilfred, that's a nice spaceport you have, eh? I'd be sorry if someone were to do something about it. That's exactly right.
Louis, I think this is the beginning of a
Maycinas, thank you
beautiful
so much
friendship.
for the follow. Thanks for the 100 bits, son. Incredible stuff. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Choo-choo! Thanks for the hype train, everyone. Nothing like a hype train during the AIPL. The most hype stream of the week. Incredible stuff. Loads of rock bands going up from a lot of different places. Is it going to stop Brazil, though, or is it just going to allow him to... It has slowed him down a little bit. Everyone collecting just a little bit more tourism. I think he's winning one way or another, though. I think it's just a matter of how he's going to win, but I think he's getting to the point where it's looking pretty good for him. Hey, we got a doggo. Was that one of the ones we got for the hype train? Hype hide. Cool. That's a cool emote. I like dog. I like anything, mostly anything to do with dogs. Brazil is building nukes. We have mentioned that. They are building the thermo nukes. Yeah, there they are. They have a few nukes. They do have one thermonuclear weapon at the moment. Gerbil with the 5 bits. Yo, we got dancing shamrocks in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Dancing shamrocks. Does it get better than dancing shamrocks? All right, it does look like there might be time in this game for Canada to have a thermonuclear weapon available, which would be sick. So this is going down. Operation Ivy is completing. We are building another nuke in Vancouver. So Canada is going to have thermo nukes and nuclear weapons available, hopefully to bombard Khmer with. It does look like Brazil's going to win before that, though, which would be very unfortunate. It looks like Brazil's going to go for that culture victory. Scotland is on that exoplanet expedition grind, though, if they want to make this interesting. Is there enough time to make it interesting? There certainly is. There's certainly enough time to keep this interesting. We are now counting down. It is a race between the culture victory of Pedro versus the science victory of Scotland. And if Scotland immediately builds some projects, which they are not doing. They are building nukes, though. Come on, Canada. Come on, give us another nuke. It does seem like maybe they're not at war anymore. Yeah, I have no idea where he's getting it all from. It's hard to really check. It's not rock bands, though. He's not using rock bands. In fact, people are rock banding in his empire. It's kind of the opposite. It does look like he's going to get it, though. He's steamrolling it. I mean, culture is kind of that cycle, though. Once you get it going, it kind of just keeps going. I mean, the game could end any time. Quick look at the score here. He's up front. Canada is now the 6th place. Canada might finish 6th in all this instead of 7th, which would be awesome. And with the nuke would be huge. We have finished building that other nuke. So Canada, again, with nuclear weapons. Come on. Don't let our dreams be dreams. You've got the nuclear submarine. Make use of it, baby. Make use of it. You've got the submarine. Don't let Brazil win without another nuke. Yeah, 2 turns. Brazil's going to cash in that big fat culture victory. Amani Khan still going strong down here. Oh, yeah. 8,500. It's crazy how good these rock bands are doing to just not make a difference. To not even slow him down. It's wild. I can't believe Canada launched a nuke. That's awesome. You certainly wouldn't have expected it. Yeah, 1 turn. He only needs 1 more tourism. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we are witnessing the rise of Pedro II in the AIPL power rankings here. My guess is we have just witnessed the rise of Pedro. Or not. We have not witnessed the rise of Pedro. We have witnessed the rise of Pedro.
From the dust.
Yeah, what's less expected, the Spanish Inquisition or the Canadian nuke? Which one would you expect least?
As the light of our people fades to
That was a great fortified coffee product from Starbucks. Thank you. Much love, Starbucks, for creating such a delicious beverage. Brazil has won a culture victory, which is fun because we don't normally get culture victories, so that's awesome. That is awesome. Let's head into the spreadsheet and add all the stuff into it. If you are new and you have never seen the AIPL before, if you're coming from that raid, we have a spreadsheet. This spreadsheet has all kinds of information on it that is relevant to the AIPL. You can find this spreadsheet in the Discord. It has the stats from all the games. It has who won, what turn they won, the scores, the adjusted scores based on our ranking system. It has the whole schedule of games, so you just know we're playing 3 games a week. So you can go to the Discord and like see the spreadsheet. We're up to 22 games. So after today, we'll have 10 games left to play. It's going to be really exciting. But this is the spreadsheet for those of you who are curious. For those of you who are curious. All right, here we go. We are going to the Hall of Fame. History. Settings. There it is. Pedro Culture Victory. 215 turns. Toledo, I do have a list of mods. I'll show them to you just after this. It is only... I'll show you after this. There's something that's a little bit tricky, though. There's 2 mods you're going to need, and then there is like something you're going to have to do to the base game files that I can't show you right now, but that you could Google. But I'll show you after this. I'll see if I can find a link to that, actually. Civ 6 reveal all command. See if I can find a tutorial. Because you're going to need to change the game file, like the text file of the game, to open the debug menu. Cool. This is a good... All right, so the first thing you have to do... One sec. Let's do the spreadsheet, and then I'll explain to everyone how to actually run their own AIPL. All right, here we go. We played this game on a Pangea. Oh, heck yeah, Budskis. All right, Teddy got a big old 919. Not great. It's not what you want. It's certainly not what you want. 1225 for our main man, Brazil. 954 for Canada. This is a pretty close game, though. This one's not too far away at all. Nubia is getting 987, so just ahead of Canada, unfortunately. 1189 for our man, Robert the Bruce. 842 for Philip. 1096 for the Khmer. And 1049 for Zhao. Which leaves us with Brazil winning in score and Philip coming in last. Wow. Crazy stuff. Wilfred was in 6th, though, because Teddy was in 7th. Anyways, Pedro wins the game. Pedro wins the game at turn 215 with a culture victory. There we are. The spreadsheet has been updated. And we are moving on to game number 2. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would like to take a quick 5-minute break, it's going to take us a hot minute to set up game number 2. This is all post-patch. Everything is post-patch Spain. Everything is current civs. Every single thing is current civs. All right, for those of you who want to run your own AIPL, here's how you're going to do it. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to Steam and you're going to download these 2 mods. All you need to run it, you can download UI mods at your own leisure, but all you need to run it, actually all you technically need to run it is the Better Spectator mod here, so you can make yourself the spectator of the game. I like to use Better Balanced Starts because I think it has problems, but I think on balance it makes the game a little more fair and you can make resources universal and stuff. But to just spectate an AI match, all you actually need is the Better Spectator mod. The next thing you need to do is you need to follow the instructions at the Civ Fanatics link I am posting in the chat right now. So I've just posted the Civ Fanatics link twice in the chat, so it's there. Once you follow those instructions, you will have enabled what's called the debug menu. Once you've enabled the debug menu, you can turn it on and off in the corner. You can see the debug menu coming off. There are a variety of commands you can plug into the debug menu. In order to spectate the game in any kind of way that's pleasing to like the audience and yourself, so you don't go insane, at the beginning of the game, once the barbarians have spawned, you need to type in reveal all into the top bar and then press enter, and it'll reveal the whole map to you, the spectator. Well, you'll see me do that in game number 2. So all you need to run it are the Better Spectator mod or whatever it's called, and then the debug menu needs to be enabled. Its default is disabled. You need to go and enable it in the game files, right? And then you can add a UI mod or Better Balanced Starts on top of that. Yeah, the debug menu does not work in multiplayer games. So you can't reveal all in a multiplayer game, but it does work in any single player game. I don't think the debug menu works in any multiplayer games. I could be wrong though. I know the reveal all command specifically doesn't. Anyways, we're gonna go create our game. No, don't. Oh, I clicked the wrong button. Chad, I clicked the wrong button. Help. Help. Hey, look, it's me being dumb again. Hey, look, it's me being dumb again. Help. Hey, look, it's me being dumb again. We are in the mud. Help me.
Shame. Shame.
Oopsie.
Now begins your
Oopsie whoopsie.
From this early cradle of civilization on
I shouldn't be allowed to click buttons. I should not be allowed to click buttons. I should be banned from using a mouse.
Fight for your cause.
I mean, what a start, though. Great starting location. Settle in place. Maybe even move over for a 2-2 settle here. Either way, you got a bunch of 2-2 tiles to work. Anyway, okay, cool, whatever. We're going back. What a start, though. That was exciting. That's an unfortunate... I would have played that one out. That's a good start. Play it anyway. Sorry, AIPL fans. We're actually playing a game now. Misclicks are a create game, advanced setup, bazinga. Let's load the configuration. Oh, the stream is just always in the mud. It's about how far in the mud we are. All right, we are a spectator, and playing in this game is Cleopatra of Egypt. Yeah. Cleopatra coming in hot. She's not the best at the AIPL, but she's going to give it a good shot. Gorgo of Greece having a grand old time. Where's Gorgo? There we are. Is Pericles... Pericles is also here? Yeah, we got both Greases. Okay, so we need to untick those. We got double Greece, baby. This is going to be a high culture game because you have both Greases. Kind of bad. It'd be cool if they were next to each other. Where's Pericles? There we are. Pericles is in the game. Gorgo is in the game. Chandragupta. We had double India last time. Now Chandragupta on his own. That's Cleopatra, you fool. You fool. Mavemba. Mavemba always does well. Mavemba is like a safe AIPL civ. I don't think Mavemba will ever win the AIPL, but dang if they don't play at least moderately well every match. Cyrus and Dido, easy. Cyrus, very hit or miss. Dido, more miss than hit, but still in the realm of hit or miss. And then Christina, who I can't remember. Who has done nothing notable enough that I remember at all how good she is. There we go. I love these colors. Ladies and gentlemen, I love these colors. This match is being played on small continents. Map. Small continents, baby. Let's rock and roll. There it is. We got small continents. Everything is standard. Resources are spawn guaranteed. We got our normal natural wonders. We have our game modes. Prediction is up. Yo. Get your channel points in. Make your bets. Claim who you think is going to win. I think we're good to go. I think we are good to go, ladies and gentlemen. Prediction away. I think everyone should bet 100,000 channel points on their favorite civ in this game. I think this bet should be the biggest bet in AIPL history for no reason other than that would be fun.
From the first stirrings of life.
Oh yeah, Gilgabro. Oh heck yeah.
Beasts of the Stone Age. To man taking his first upright steps, you have come far.
You have come
Now
far.
begins your greatest quest.
How many channel points does it cost to make me eat a pickle? I like pickles.
On to
Not a lot.
stars.
If I had a pickle, I would just do it. I guess the answer is 0. It's more like how many bits does it take for me to go and like buy a pickle? And the answer is like the amount that it takes to buy. I like pickles. It's not as fun. It's not as fun. Noble Zarkon. How much money did Noble Zarkon put in? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got Cleo, Gorgo, Pericles, Chandragupta, Mavemba, Cyrus, Dido, and Christina. 12,500.
Yo.
We are going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Huzzah! We are in for game number 2. This is where the reveal all command comes in handy so the map doesn't keep blinking and getting annoying. Boom, the barbarians have spawned and we are in. Gorgo up on top, small little island here, having a grand old time. Just south is Mavemba, but there, oh, what a Paititi here with all these mountains. There will be a huge fight over this Paititi that I think Gorgo will more easily win. But Mavemba is going to be in the area. Mavemba with a lot of room south and Auckland here to Suze to make all these ocean tiles better. So this is just going, or coastal tiles better. So this is just going to go great for both the people on this continent. Moving over, we have Cyrus on his own continent here, having a fantastic old time. You know what, we'll just have to see. We'll have to see. I don't think it's enough room to really get going in this game, but at least he's not going to get absolutely murdered right away, so that's nice. Dido has her own area as well. This might not quite be enough room for her. I think this is a little unfortunate for Dido. Sweden, you know what though? Like, these are really small continents. This continent is like one big one that these guys are going to share. These are actually small continents. Sweden doesn't have loads of room, but I think has enough room to make it work, and a great barrier reef there, which is awesome. Pericles has a much better kind of space area, and at least the desert tiles here have a wonder on them. Now, I think most of the desert wonders are pretty trash, but hey. Oh, we're getting our first ever crash of the day. Womp womp. Anyways, we are getting a crash. I gotta wait for the game to actually go kaput. But, well, that's happening. Well, that's happening. This is a decent start for our boy, Pericles here. Balance was 55, trying to win your way into the Hall of Fame. Oh, sorry, Daddy. You're here for the last 2 games, though. You're here for the last 2. I'm just waiting for the game to crash so we can all just get on with our lives. There it is. All right, we're going back in. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going back in. You cannot keep us down and out forever, Firaxis. You must embrace the AIPL. For it is happening. With or without the crashes. A small continents for this game. The games rotate between Pangea, small continents, and continents and islands. I see someone updating the spreadsheet right now. That might be Queen. All right, come on, Firaxis. Oh, let's make sure your eardrums don't explode. I've got you. The volume has been turned down. Cool, we're back. We are back in action. Horse example? What is the horse example? I don't even know what I have no idea what this is. What is the horse? What was I hoping to use this for in a YouTube video? Anyways, doesn't matter. Horse example. How was camp exhausting this week? It was all site prep and staff training this week. And then I was meant to come home yesterday and I couldn't come home till this morning, and that pissed me off.
From the first stirrings of life beneath water to the great beasts.
But I had a really good sleep and I feel great today. But I couldn't stream yesterday, which sucks. 19,000 points in the prediction and 12,000 of them are yours. That leaves quite a few points for you to potentially win, though. Or give away. If you're on the opposite side of Noble Zarkon. Yes, this is a very much Euro spoilerless stream. I have a lot of games I didn't watch this week that I would like to watch. Although, I'm glad other people are enjoying the Euros and are excited. Alright. Everyone, count to 10. And we shall proceed moving the map around once everything is settled down. think that was around 10. We were talking about this desert here. I think, you know, it's not a great desert, but as far as bad deserts go, this one's not too terrible. Moving over to Chandragupta, Chandra and Cleo are gonna like smack down. I don't think either of them win unless one of them completely conquers the other, so we shall see. Then we got 2 whole small continents, because the game hates people. We got 2 whole small continents here with just nobody on them. So we'll see if anyone comes to populate these continents at any point. We have the Paititi. Yeah, Ephesius going down. That puts Gorgo in such a good spot too, because they're already really good at culture. I'm not sure. I know the AI likes to prioritize the Atemananki. This is just like actually bad decision making though. And I think they've way overdone it with the Atemananki in terms of how often the AI go for it. No floodplains in the capital. As far as I can tell, not a single marsh tile in the Empire. There's 1 prospective marsh tile here, which to be fair will be a really good tile, but not worth building an entire wonder for. I don't know. It's questionable decision making on the Atemananki. I think Gorgo is the heavy favorite. Although Mavemba, Cliffs of Dover. I mean, how beautiful is that? I think Gorgo is such a random Cliffs of Dover though. I think Gorgo is the favorite, but I think Mavemba will do more with the space. Because I think Gorgo just has a little bit less space to work with, but we'll see. Cyrus already fully settling their area makes a lot of sense. Dido already fully settling her area makes a lot of sense. Sweden doing a similar thing as well. It looks like the AI are getting their settlers out. The difference for Sweden, though, is if they're quick enough, they can pretty easily hog up this area from the other AI in the game. Pericles has so far avoided this desert. This looks kind of like an elephant. I think this is like the mouth, the trunk. You have the elephant's head here. You have a little cloud floating above it. I don't know. I don't know. Barbarian boats bombarding Pericles. I don't think they're going to be a huge problem. Do we have any update on the war between Cleo and Chandragupta? I don't think there's going to be one, other than just they're just going to keep whacking each other. I don't think any cities are going to change hands soon. I think there's enough chariot archers around, although there is a load of units in Chandragupta's land. I think they just, neither of them have enough room to really make anything of this, unfortunately. Wouldn't the map be easier to watch with yields and grids off? Like, from a viewer experience, possibly. But from like a moving it around and game crashing thing, not at all. On my end, on the production, it makes no difference to me. Can I even turn them off? Oh yeah. I don't know if from a viewing point of view that's good, but if people want different lenses or different things on and off the map, like, I don't mind. I like having the yields for context. The grid might be one we can get rid of, though. I like having it just so I can really know which tile is which. I don't know. That's a good call out, though, Saul. Thinking ahead. Thinking of ways we can make this better. These are causing more problems than I thought. There's not a melee boat, though. There's not a melee boat to actually take Pergamon, so I don't think it's going to happen. I wonder if Sweden does get up here eventually. This Great Barrier Reef, this is a great, I mean, this is a wild campus. Right here. This is absolutely wild campus just sitting on the coastline. Absolutely wonderful stuff. Dido is making the most of what she's got, and these tundra cities do really suck, but they're, if it's what you got, it's what you got, and she's at least working with it. Mavemba going hard at Kabul. I think you could use Kabul to your favor. Kabul is my favorite city-state because its ability is awesome. Its ability is incredible. You just use Kabul, you get double experience. You go and you whack a couple people, then bada bing, bada boom, bada bang. You immediately have leveled up units. Bales, what's up? Yo. All our friends are hanging out today. All the friends here. Halicarnassus is down. If Halicarnassus builds the mausoleum, I'm gifting a sub. I think Halicarnassus should build the mausoleum. It looks like Gorgo is going to take the whole Paititi to herself, which surely gives her a massive amount of culture. 59, which is good enough for the lead. In terms of science, she's also leading. Gorgo is so far the heavy favorite. Looking at Scoria, Gorgo, Cleo, Dido, and Christina in the top 4. Cyrus, Pericles, Mavemba, and Chandragupta in the bottom 4. Mavemba always needs time to ramp up, though, and Dido almost always drops off a little bit, so we'll see how that goes. Cleo being in the top 2 is rare, So we'll see if Cleo can hold on to that. But for now, I'm going to say Gorgo is my official favorite from this point in the game. It does look like Kabul is going to go down, although they've ran out of really solid units to take the city with. I think the catapult is going to do enough damage, though. Love your commentary. Entertainment for my weekend. Glad you enjoy it. That's the idea. That's the idea. I've already been toying with the idea of doing like one weekend for all the quarterfinal matches, right? Like 2 days back to back on one weekend just for maximum hype experience. But yeah, we'll work on that. That's a separate conversation for a separate day. But I've been playing around with it a little bit here. Yeah, where's Kabul? Rip Kabul. Is it official? It is official. Hashtag Rip Kabul is official now. Feel free to use it on all your social media platforms. If you think someone else might like the AIPL, explain the AIPL to them, send them the stream link, and then just put the hashtag Rip Kabul, and then they can either get it or not get it. But it's the hashtag for today. Cyrus making plays. Cyrus is going to beat Christina over here. Christina settled on the campus. I guess she got one here. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. She got one here. She got one right here. It's fine. It's all good. It's fine. It's the same. It's the same. She got the same campus. I need to be less aggressive. Saranka, you know what? He got there first, but can he keep it? Can he keep it? Because that's a huge power shift. Heracles has taken these 3 desert tiles, making them... I mean, look, you can put a good holy site right here. For sure, you can put an even better one over here so it doesn't get bamboozled by the volcano ever. This is a great Petra city right here. We'll see what he decides to do. Meteor shower going down west of Wolin. No one over there to take it, but it does look like Chandragupta is kind of getting the idea that he has this whole little continent to take up here. And I hope that's where he's going with this, because Cleopatra hasn't quite figured that. She's busy sending aid. Look, it's a dog-eat-dog world, Cleo. You're already bad at the AIPL. You got to win the games. Sending aid is not going to help you do that. Mysore is down, hanging out. I think they should add like a underscore bit in the middle here so you can fill in the blanks. But that's okay. Christina and Dido yet to fight over any land, but Christina did get the pyramids in these desert tiles here. Just good to know that they are not available for Pericles up in these desert tiles here. Mavemba continuing to take over the land that he has. I'm surprised he's not settling more cities currently. I suppose we can wait for him, though. Paros is down, slowly losing loyalty. I think we'll be fine over here. Ephesius now owns almost every Paititi tile. This is a terrible Atemananki, but at least the theater square went right next to it, so that makes a lot of sense to me. If you get the Machu Picchu here as well, that'd be wild. Toa's going to give really high population counts to Sparta, who also has the Colosseum that's hitting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's hitting 4 cities plus the capital, or whatever the benefits are for building it in the city. So it's like a total of 5 cities benefiting from the Colosseum, which is awesome. That's a huge number. And then you have the theater square and the entertainment complex. Gorgo surely has the highest culture. Yeah, and the highest science. Gorgo's still yielding it up. The definite favorite in this game now. Absolutely. We haven't seen any stupid canals yet. Maybe they just haven't unlocked it. Gorgo is on fire. Gorgo is on, like, literally needs to stop, drop, and roll. She's not going to do it. You know Gorgo. She's not going to stop, drop, and roll. Can we call out this canal? This unintentional double city canal? Do-do-do. Do-do-do. Canalysis. I don't like hitting the canalysis button officially for a thing that doesn't include an actual canal. But the fact that these 2 city centers act as a breakthrough through Lake Corinea is awesome. I'm going to give this like canal setup. I think the fact that you've built this canal without actually building a single canal, I give this an 8 out of 10. 3 city centers. Whoa, Pharsalos is here too. Holy guacamole. I mean, that's a pretty, yeah, that's incredible. Let's just do-do-do, do-do-do, canalysis. I'm gonna hit it again, because that is such a fun setup. And it look like on the corner of, I like all of this. I like all of this, the symmetry of it, the actual functionality of it. Pericles, if he doesn't win the game, he's winning the hearts and minds of the people. Fidget spinner lake. Man, I remember fidget spinners. I remember having to be really good at fidget spinners so I could impress children at work so they would think I was cool. Because your job is so much easier supervising a summer camp if the kids think you're cool. Because then they want to listen to you and like, hey, can you clean your cabin? Like, oh my god, that guy's so cool. I'm going to clean my cabin. Right, so being cool is important. Or being perceived as cool is important. And fidget spinners a couple of years ago, very helpful in that. But yeah, I had to get good at like throwing them up and catching them and they would still be spinning and stuff. That was fun. That was a fun period of time. Yeah. This one is fun. I'm calling it Elephant Island though. I think this one, the Yi Yang Wang looked very suspicious. This one looks kind of suspicious, but I think you could like, it's more like an elephant than a Yi Yang Wang, which was also the highlight of my life. Zoranka is losing loyalty, so he did make it over. He's got the governor. He tried really hard, but I don't think he's going to be able to keep Zoranka under Persian control. So this is flipping to either Sweden or Greece. Take your pick. It's going to be a minute, though, to find out. It looks like this mountain range is successfully providing a barrier between these two civs. In terms of yields, we now have Dido in the lead with science. Not by much, but she is now in the lead. Gorgo's still steaming ahead with culture, though. In terms of a victory condition, no one's really close to anything, although I suppose a religious victory is the closest we have. Gorgo should win, but will she throw? Almost certainly. Hey, a Chichen Itza that I can actually like see working. Well done. Well done. Round of applause, everyone, for a Chichen Itza where I can actually see that it's doing something helpful. That doesn't usually happen. I guess it's happened a lot during Season 2. It never happened during Season 1. We do have Zoranka flipped. Who's it going to go to? It's going to stay a free city, not picking a direction yet. We do have Ray and Gordian down, so Cyrus still trying his best to expand. Doing it intermittently successfully and unsuccessfully, but he's still trying his best. Gorgo also still expanding. I think Gorgo should win. I think Gorgo can still maybe even make it over to this little continent first, too. How did I get so comfortable just talking through the stream? I have no idea. That's a great question. A combination of being a kind of talkative, very extroverted kind of person, based with the fact that I did a lot of like acting and theater training as a kid, not to like be in anything, but just because the training my mom thought was cool, and it was very cool. We had to do a lot of speaking and enunciating and like that type of training. And then like I always liked like debate team and giving speeches and stuff in school when you have to like give a speech on a topic. So I think between all that, you just kind of get used. Then practice, lots of practice. That's all it is. That's all streaming is. You do a stream, you try and make things better all the time. One of the things that I can pretty easily make decent is the commentary. That's the easiest thing for me to. You've been practicing built so much dead air. I think everyone, when they start streaming, I think everyone who starts streaming or wants to do something that involves commentary or speaking should watch soccer. Like watch, you don't have to like soccer, but like just for 1 month, get a free trial to whichever media ecosystem has the Premier League in your area. And watch a couple Premier League matches and listen to the commentators. They mostly just let you watch the game. They barely even talk. But what they're so good at only filtering through the super important information to you that you can just enjoy the game, and the commentators are part of the experience, but they're not like shoving the game in your face like they do with a lot of other sports. And I think it's a good illustration that it's not really about how much you're talking, but you can kind of do both ways. You can approach streaming like, I'm going to fill all the dead air, and that's a fair approach. But if that's not something you're good at, like that's my approach. I'm just going to keep talking. I like talking. I'm just going to keep doing it because I can do that. But a lot of people who aren't very good at that or aren't sure that they can do it or aren't sure like what to do to fill the dead air can take the approach of like soccer commentators, which is the opposite approach, but still very effective. Zakara went independent. Yeah, Zakara went Zoranka went super independent. They're just, they're kind of like Switzerland. You go one way, you go the other way. It kind of just depends on who needs help at the moment. Yeah, who knows? Who knows? Stronka could do anything. But yeah, I would say to anybody who's trying to do anything commentary based or where they think they have to speak for large amounts of time consecutively, I would say you don't have to do that. Like, listen to soccer games. They don't do that. And they're like, soccer commentators are some of the best in the world, and they have no interest in talking for the whole time. The army down in Movemba's empire is very impressive. It is very, very impressive. I wonder if they'll bring it down to Auckland. I don't think they will, but like they might. They're already kind of trying. Uh-oh, yeah, they're retreating. That volcano scared the out of them. They're like, hey, we don't want a Pompeii situation on our hands. Was gonna say, to an extent, you have to like the sound of your own voice. You'll talk to anyone who will listen. As a child, my mom told me to be quiet, and I asked if I could talk to myself. You do have to like the sound of your own voice. I don't know to what extent, though, because you kind of either do or you don't. Like, that's kind of something you can't really change. So to me, it's kind of just like a standard. I like listening to myself in my monitor. So now this audio setup has a monitor, like I'm a musician, where as I talk into the microphone, I have a separate feed going into my headphones for me to listen to, so I can gauge the volume of everything and the effects and all that in real time as it's coming out, right? So in a monitor, I like listening to myself. I hate listening to myself when I'm editing, though, because I'll always pick up little mistakes or things that I'm like, that's just bad. Right? So editing stresses me out. Right? But listening to myself in real time doesn't. I could be like a news anchor. Right? You got a teleprompter. You got a microphone. You got the in-ear monitor. You got like a producer talking to you. Like, that's kind of my setup that I like. But as soon as I have to do anything post-production, I get really stressed out by it. Let's do a quick yield check-in since we're talking about microphones. 157, 188, 211, 214. Gorgo dropping off the science train a little bit, but it's still very close. This is a very tight game. And all of the culture numbers are relatively all right. Dido's really falling behind a little bit. Same with Chandragupta. We do have Gorgo keeping the lead. Christina catching up just a little bit here. Victory conditions, no one's really doing anything crazy. But if we look at the scores, like 481 will get you anywhere from 8th, like pretty much up to 4th or 5th. So there's a lot of variability in where people can finish in this game still. India settling another continent. Oh yeah, baby. Ranchi down. Ahmedabad. Ahmedabad is a cool name. That's a cool name for a city. Ahmedabad. Ahmedabad. Why? So I would say this Ahmad. Bad. But why would the mad and the bad be different? Cyrene off the top rope. Yo! Cyrene off the top rope. He's like, you know what, Ahmedabad? You know what? I'm just going to get confused. That's a tongue twister. Cleo's like, you know what? You can settle there. I can settle there. Checkmate. Ranchi also hanging out. That just sounds... I can't hear the name Ranchi without wanting, like, a salad. Right? Like, you hear Ranchi and you're like, ooh, ranch. Or, like... On the opposite, if you like ranch but you don't like healthy things, you can go with Doritos Cool Ranch. I think it's another very ranchy type of snack that you might enjoy if salad's not your jam. Interesting that Syracuse is originally a Greek city name, because that's a city in New York. I think that's a city in New York. Syracuse, New York? Yeah. Is that the city or is that the name of the university? There's a university in New York called Syracuse. I don't know if the city is also called Syracuse. Anyways, moving on. That's cool that I'm now learning that's originally a Greek name. Both! It is both! Hey! Yo! I need a VB's not dumb button. I know things about New York. Name of city and uni. Gotcha.
Situation normal.
Bales with the 200 bits! Yo! Thank you so much. Onvars is getting paid again next month, and I'm excited by that. Any month that I can pay Onvars is a month that I'm very, very happy. There's no better feeling than PayPaling Onvars every month and then having videos. Turn 141, we're approaching our critical turn 150 to see who's the favorite to win this game. Movember, as always, they really take time to ramp up, and now they're at 330 science, really taking the lead here in terms of the science game. Gorgo's still the farthest ahead in culture, but Sweden is really closing the gap. And if we take a look at the victories here, Gorgo's not making much of that culture to actually go and grab any kind of victory. I think Gorgo AI is a weird mix of like too aggressive to focus on something else, but not aggressive enough that she actively does anything with that aggression. So I think Gorgo AI is in a weird spot. Anvars also likes getting paid. I'm glad that we have this relationship where I can pay Anvars and I enjoy doing that. Anvars enjoys getting paid, and then at the end of the day, we make videos. Do-do-do, canalysis. Hey, we have a Panama Canal in Mbanza, Congo. I think this Panama Canal, I mean, look, okay, so the potential here is incredible. I think, again, this city's hard enough to take that the Panama Canal doesn't really open up that possibility for the enemy. So that's totally fine. I really enjoy connecting your capital city, your high production city, to water. If you need to build boats, I enjoy that. I also enjoy that there's a potential for this industrial zone next to the Panama Canal and the Niter. I'm going to give that a 7.5 out of 10. I'm going to give that a 7.5 out of 10 in Mbanza, Congo. It works for everyone. I mostly just really hate when people like offer other people exposure for shit. Like that stuff bothers me so much. Like unpaid interns and like that whole system of like doing things is so terrible to me. I just don't like that whole culture at all. Whoa, we have a turn 150 Colossus going down. Well played. Well played, Greece. You getting that extra trade route. Well done. Spaceport's going down from Movember. That is not surprising. So I'm glad Anvars likes being paid. I like paying Anvars to do a lot of hard work for the content, and everyone is happy. Gorgo's still with the huge score. This score lead is massive. This score lead is absolutely massive. Doing things sucked. I think honestly, Anvars might be able to give you a ratio. I'm gonna say half of the videos I record are probably pretty pleasant edits on the whole. There's not a whole lot of jumping around. It's mostly fairly linear. Like you can edit bits at a time and you don't have to like cut and splice things backwards and forwards. There's not too many cuts or bloopers or anything. Then the other half are just trash. The other half, I'm just like the worst person. And I just send Anvars like a garbage heap of and he somehow makes it into a video that people enjoy. So I think it's an equal mix. I want to say the ratio is probably close to 50-50 though. It might be slightly better than that. But sometimes the videos are rough. Push Kalavati. I've never seen that name in this game. Who settled Push Kalavati? I'm not sure I know. Cyrus lost that city. Okay, so Cyrus settled Push Kalavati and it got lost to the Congo. Cool. I've never seen that name before. Do-do-do, canalysis. Yo, the double! Okay, we have to analyze these canals as a double. Do-do-do, canalysis. So these canals connect Sudan all the way through this continent here, which is awesome. But double canals through both of the lakes. I'm going to give these canals a total of 9 out of 10. We're evaluating them together, but I'm going to give them a total of 9 out of 10. Cleo did not lose 1 million settlers to Barbs. That is progress. That is indeed progress. She actually settled like 5 functioning cities. So Cleo is making a lot of progress here. She's 4th too. Cleo's not even in like a bad position right now. She is currently 4th. Movember, the only one going for the science victory so far. Culture victory not amounting to much. We do have rock bands on the field of play. In terms of science yields, Chandra Gupta, Gorgo is now way ahead at 476. She has leapfrogged again, taking back her place at the top. Culture, she's still at the top as well, and farther ahead of Christina than she was a while ago. So Gorgo here is making some pretty fat plays for the lead. She's building her spaceport. She's gonna get that Earth satellite off soon, I'm sure. In any case, Gorgo's in for a good game. She also managed to come all the way around from Paros to Phokea and all the way down. I guess, okay, Cleo, you got to do a little bit better than Abydos here, but good attempt. But managed to settle a city in Larissa, well, where it actually, like, Cleo trying to lose a settler. Well, Cleo already lost a city, so she's having a rough time. But I like that they came all the way around the mountains for this. I'd say most videos are fine to edit. Yeah. Now the rest of it. Just every couple of vids, there's one with a lot of bloopers. It's still pretty linear. Check with each section to see if it actually ends. Right. That makes a lot of sense to me. Right, because then like I'll do 95% of something that makes sense, but then it just ends with me going like, and then you got to cut that whole thing. That makes sense to me. I mean, is Cleo gonna lose this settler though? That would be awesome. All eyes on Cleo settler. I don't know if she's at war with Gorgo, but if she is in trouble. Oh, no, she's backing out. She's retreating. She never hustles, hits, or quits, Cleo. She's just getting out of there. Or she never hustles or hits and eventually quits. I don't know what I'm trying to say, other than Cleo is out of there. She is winning the Diplo victory, though, which is fair enough. Gorgo, Movemba really patching up this score victory. Or Gorgo, Movemba, Christina, Cleo still in the top 4, although very marginally ahead of Dido and Pericles. Everyone is still within, like, I'd say Cyrus could still reasonably finish up to 4th. So the whole bottom 7 has a lot of wiggle room about where this could end, which I really, really enjoy. We do have the moon landing going down in Movemba's territory, so he's going to be heading to the moon. Did we have Gorgo? Yep, Gorgo also launching the moon landing, so she does have that satellite down now. She's seeing the map. She's buzzing. She's flying. She's building flood barriers. She's getting giant death robots. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be a party. Double city settles here for Sweden. Abdo and Malmo, great city settles here. They're not the best cities, but they're at least on the board. Samos is very interesting from Greece, because he would have had to come. Where do you even settle here from Greece? I guess you kind of send a settler through the ocean this way, and then all the way down to... That's a long way to go. We do have a Swedish settler who's not settling where this little island is, which is a little bizarre to me. Maybe I don't know how to say that. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe the flood barrier couldn't go down in time. Who knows? Who knows, but it's certainly not ideal. Oh, is this a nuke? Or a nuclear submarine? I think this is just a nuclear submarine attacking Zranka. With that being said, though, does Dido have nuclear weapons? Nobody has nuclear weapons, so there's no reason to be excited yet. But if we have back-to-back games with nukes, that would be incredible. Yeah, just the nuclear submarine hitting Zranka. It does look like that city is going to go down. Abydos is under threat by Mbanza Wembo, which is what a settle. Just directly across, settle Mbanza Wembo, down to Abydos. I wouldn't be surprised if the score flipped here eventually. It's getting really tight here. Huge separation from Christina, but within this top 2, it's getting pretty tight. Everyone's stopped up on the moon landing. Dido now also heading to space. I don't know if an AT crew can actually take down these walls, though. I think you need this bombard to come down and take out these walls. I don't know why the bombard is just hanging out by Ikil. But hey, you know what? You know what? Who am I to judge? Who am I to judge the great Movemba, who is currently just destroying? Cleo's got a good Broadway, though. That's fun. That's exciting. It's always nice to build a good Broadway. A little bit, for the theater scene, it's a little bit strange they don't also have the West End, but I guess you can only pick one or the other. There's a baseball game going on in the park behind my house, and I can hear people yelling, "Oh yeah," really loudly. Someone must have just hit a home run. Or a double play, very possible. The baseball pitch field, whatever, diamond, behind my house is very, very good. It's a very well-kept baseball diamond. Wow, where are you going? Where are you going, mate? That was great. I would have settled there. I would have at least tried it. You need to score. The game is getting close to over. Turn 179. No one's super close to a victory, although a couple of people kind of itching towards the science victory whenever they want to go do it. Nothing else really coming in here. Not a whole lot really coming in here. This is just a very kind of ebby and flowy game. There's not a lot of war. There's not a lot of victory condition meeting. There's a lot of floods. There's no terrible Sinbads, which is unfortunate. We like a terrible Sinbad. There's a couple of really good canals. This might be our best canal game. Oh, did Mausoleum get Mausoleum? Nah, Halicarnassus built Kilwa, though. Halicarnassus built Kilwa, but no Mausoleum, unfortunately. I don't know if someone else got Mausoleum. We'd see the tile yields pretty easily. I don't think somebody else did. This would have been such a good campus, too. I guess they already built the campus here. But even settling just another city here to get this campus would have been awesome. Could you even... Yeah, you could have done that right here. Oh, well. Oh, well, we got Tour de Belém, which, you know what, is such a cool little graphic here. Looking at the yields, we're up to 647 science for Gorgo, who's definitely in the driver's seat. Highest science and highest culture in the game. Is she pulling that into some kind of science victory, though? Not yet. It doesn't look like she is quite yet. The Diplo victory is still stuck at 10. In terms of score, Gorgo now pulling away a little bit, but Movember also pulling away farther from Christina. So anywhere from Christina down to probably Pericles can still finish in these spaces here. Chandra and Cyrus probably finishing 7th and 8th. The order might change, though. Maybe it's best for the AI not to settle these small islands, because then they don't get flooded. Maybe it's just a waste of time. Nekin is down for Egypt, is losing in 151 turns. I think they're going to be perfectly fine. There are attempts being made on Candy here by Movember. I'm surprised they're not just bringing... They brought the Bombard all the way down here instead of just taking Abydos. But hey, you know what? You know what? Let's not... Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, Machine Gun Army. That does a lot to walls. Yo, happy AIPL. The Machine Gun Army does do a lot to the walls. We have learned this before. We are still learning it. It is still being planted into our brain. Machine Gun Army and walls, not... I mean, from the machine gun point of view, really good. From the walls point of view, not quite as nice, you know? After all, that Chandragupta did manage to take up quite a bit of land. To have that much land and be in 7th place feels a bit mean. It feels a bit rude. He's also barely ahead of Cyrus, but I mean, Cyrus also doing really well. I think Chandragupta had the more opportunity to do better, you know? The higher opportunity to do better in the game than he's currently doing. There are no nuclear weapons in the matchup yet. Unfortunately, people seem to be on a very high GDR focus for this one. Rock bands are out. I don't think we're seeing... It'd be cool to get a culture victory. I don't think we're getting a culture victory. Is Gorgo going for the Mars colony yet? Gorgo is not going for... What is she doing then? What is Gorgo doing? If it's not... No one's going for the Mars colony. What is this? This is nonsense. This is crazy talk. Why does no one like the science victory? It's the only way you're going to win this game, and yet everyone's allergic to it. Like Mars colony, we don't know anything about him. Cyrus is the only one who's not even made an attempt. What are you doing, mate? Let's look at a couple of research labs down. Fair play. 4 research labs being finished up. Where's your... Yeah, you're only at 238. That makes a little more sense. Gorgo's still highest in both yields, although the culture yield crown is slowly slipping off. Movember's really close. Sweden's really close. Gorgo actively trying to fail sounds about right to me. The good news is she's not failing at the level Wilhelmina is. Wilhelmina did win a game, but Season 1 Wilhelmina very much like failing upwards. Gorgo's not really failing upwards. She's just not closing out the game. She could still definitely just immediately decide to win. She just hasn't done that. She's prioritizing nuclear weapons. Mafemba scouting with a naturalist. Hey, it's a good play. I mean, if you don't know how to build national parks, then I guess scouting with a naturalist is the best option. High faith cost for a scout, but I guess it makes sense. I guess it's worth it. I'm surprised it takes this long to take Abydos. We have bombers here, though, so if Mbanza wants to go crazy. Is he building any nukes, though? It doesn't seem like he's actively building any nuclear weapons, which is unfortunate. He's also not going for the Mars colony. What is wrong with people? Do people just hate the Mars colony? Is that all it is? Cyrus just hates space. Cyrus is like, nah, I'm gonna stick on the Earth. Win or lose, I'd rather be on the Earth. AmaniCon in Taruga. Yo. Popping off. Don't forget to get your AmaniCon merch at !merch. There are a few people who have ordered their AmaniCon merch and put it in the Discord. It looks sexy as. This is very impressive. These Kothons always look so lovely. These rock bands are giving me tinnitus as we speak. Is there a rock band free? You need like a silent corner. If there are rock bands, you need like the Civ version of the library, where if you scroll over that part of the map, there's just no rock band sounds. It doesn't look like anyone's going to get the culture victory, though. I like the idea if I just scout over to Delhi. You're just like, okay, no rock bands. We do have a good Golden Gate Bridge, though. Yo!
Hell yeah, brother.
We do have a good Golden Gate Bridge, which we are excited about. We like a good Golden Gate Bridge here on the AIPL, and this one's fantastic. Has Cyrus got it together with... No, he's still the only one who hates space. He likes having both feet on the ground. Even jumping scares him. Somersaults, too much. Alright, still just nuclear submarines attacking. No actual nukes. Yeah, although I think people have them now. Gorgo actually has a nuke now. Hopefully the scores were there for the turn 200 peeps when they do the data input. But hey, you know what? If they weren't, I apologize. We started seeing this stopping the science victory 2 phases in at the start. I don't think it's a change in the patch. I just think the way the AI texts through the tree misses the Mars colony. I think the way the AI passed through the tree, they like to do things past the Mars colony before coming back to it. Mavemba has taken the score lead. Close. They did briefly, but I think Gorgo's pulled it back by 4. Either way, this is getting real tight. This is getting real tight. Gorgo's still with the science lead, but now 523 culture for Christina, which is absolutely wild. Christina cruising for a bruising with the culture. Yeah, maybe the patch did change the way the AI passed through the tree. It's not that they don't like the Mars colony to build. It's that they just never get it because they like to pass through it on the tree. Which I think is generally a mistake. But I mean, yeah, at this point, surely people have unlocked it. Like, Gorgo, surely you've unlocked the Mars colony, yeah? Moon landing? I mean, yeah, okay, so I'm wrong. Maybe we're both correct. Gorgo has the ability to launch the Mars colony, the exoplanet, and the projects. She just hates winning. Gorgo just hates actively winning. She likes to draw it out. So I think other people are probably in the same boat. Like, they could win the game, and they're just not going to. Imagine if the AI made us wait out all 330 turns. Like, hey, someone's gonna win, but more importantly, we have to mess with this dude. Whoa, is that a nuke, Mavemba? Nah, things are still moving around. Things are still... Oh, we have a Sinbad, and a good one. One that's in the Indian Ocean, not stuck in a small 2-tile lake, you know? Yeah, no one going for the Mars colony yet. When someone does, though, it's going to be game over real fast. There it is. There it is. In Sparta, we are going for the Mars colony. It is official, ladies and gentlemen. It has been a hot minute, but Gorgo is going for it. More thermo nukes coming in from Avemba. I dare him to nuke somebody. He has the bombers. We've seen the bomber. I dare him to nuke Chandragupta right now. I triple doggy dare him. Yep, Gorgo going for it, baby. The only one on the map to do so. I like how the AI recognizes the value of Auckland. Movemba's like, you know what? I actually like this Auckland character. He's giving me a boatload of production on all my tiles. I'm not going to murder him. Lembabula is a cool city name. All right, dude, you've got 100 nuclear subs and a bomber. You've got to nuke somebody. You've just got to nuke somebody. Oh no, are you gonna lose all you're gonna lose all 12,000 points? I don't know if winning your way to the Hall of Fame is the best strategy. It's certainly the most expedient if you can do it though. If you successfully, whoa, Movemba going straight for the Mars colony as well, actually beating Gorgo to it. Is he launching the exoplanet? He's not building anything in his capital. There it is, 7 turns for the exoplanet there. 2 more turns in the Mars colony here. So it does look like Movemba might beat Gorgo to it. Movemba might beat Gorgo. In terms of scores, he's taken the lead. He has now officially taken the lead for like a consistent period of time. Movemba 12-27, Gorgo 12-12. Christina making it close, still 100 points back. But now we have a gap kind of the top 3 and everyone else. Interestingly enough though, Cyrus can still flip above Chandragupta, I think. It's not likely, but it's still possible. If Movemba wins, does that change your fortunes, Noble, or are they both on the same side of the bracket? All right, there we go. Do we have the exoplanet? 7 turns there for Sparta. 4 turns there. So Movemba's going to have a 3-turn advantage. Ooh, so if Movemba wins, you get your points back. See, there's your ticket in. Movemba's going to have a 3-turn advantage in the exoplanet expedition race. Or 2 turns now. 2 turns now. It'll be interesting to see who runs what projects. Keeping in mind also that Movemba has a boatload of thermonukes. Heracles has a nuke. Gorgo has 1 thermonuke. So there are nuke opportunities on the map for people to stop other people's exoplanet expeditions. What is this? Someone's bankrupt. Oh no. Oh dear, someone spent all their gold. Ladies and gentlemen, someone is not a good financial planner. Someone is spending above their means. Rip. Movemba is your team. Well, 2 turns versus 5, back to a 3-turn lead. It looks like they're the favorites now. It looks like they're the favorites. Candy, though, being taken out or taken in. It looks like maybe they just got it. Yo. Well done, Movemba, taking a city-state that you did not need to take. That's just mean to the citizens of that. I like that these islands are now completely underwater. I mean, you got the nuclear subs. I want to see a nuke. I think we deserve to see a thermo nuke go off by the time this game is over. We do have a national park here. Tigidus Massif is the home of the Ephesius National Park. Well done. You'll love to see it. There's a lot of war happening here. I want to see a thermo nuke. Not only do I want to see it, I expect to see it. This naturalist is still going. The naturalist scout is still vibing. Look at him. He has no idea what to do. Boss, you didn't make me for this job. I was not created for this mission. How dare you? How dare you? Whoa, oh boy, oh, what's happening? There's a lot going on here. Holy smokes. Bangalore, that's a city that's used in a Tim Minchin song. If you like musical comedy, Tim Minchin sings a song about something in Bangalore. I can't remember. Quick score check. We do have exoplanets going off in multiple places, counting down. Now it's up to who is going to run the projects.
This is the beginning of a beautiful
I am Sean Gregory. You know what, Sean Gregory?
Welcome to the team.
Thanks for the follow. Much love, brother. Appreciate you. Thanks for being here. Who's going to build the projects? Anyone? No, we're getting a jet bomber, though. We're getting a jet bomber for maximum nuke ability. We are, okay, Mavemba is building the projects. Oh, it's just a Thesis. Oh, I'm going to keep calling it a Theseus, though, if that's all right with everyone. Just because now that... If I admit defeat now... then I'm a coward. All right, now we'll call it a Thesis. We'll get things right. The AIPL is all about being correct. We're all about being correct about everything. We do have a project going down in Sparta. Thanks, Anvars, for pointing that out. We have another project going down in Sparta. We have projects being built in Mbanza, Congo as well. We have more projects in Mbanza and Pangu. I mean, this is going to come down right to the wire, ladies and gentlemen. I think Mavemba's got it, though. I think Mavemba on the whole has got it. Traveling at 6. Yeah. Whoa, what was that? No, just a nuclear reactor. Don't worry. Yeah, Mavemba's traveling at 6 light years per turn. I think he's going to win. Although the Diplo victory is kind of close. You'll be the Chansey will be the fact checker. Perfect. Cool. I think Mavemba's going to win, ladies and gentlemen. He's traveling at 6 light years per turn. It's going to be 7 light years per turn here. Gorgo put the effort in. I don't think it's going to be enough. Your boss once flew 9 hours to Bangalore for a meeting that lasted 22 minutes. That sounds terrible. Meetings already suck. Having to fly 9 hours for a 22-minute meeting sounds like... Just throw me off the plane. Just don't even let me fly back. I'm just going to walk into the ocean if that's cool with everyone. Doing a quick yield chicken before the game ends. I mean, lots of high science numbers. No one's really dawdling anymore. Everyone's at the end of the tree. Culture numbers also fairly even. This has been one of the closer games we've ever had. We have Mavemba, Gorgo, Christina, Dido in the top 4. Cleo, Chandra, Gupta, Pericles, and Cyrus in the bottom 4. In terms of spread of score, though, this is easily one of the closest games we've had in the AIPL Season 2. Unfortunate that none of these thermo nukes got launched, though. Very unfortunate indeed. Oh! I'm just kidding. Whoa! There it is. Got him. It did not stop the victory. We did get the fadeaway thermo nuke, though.
From the dust to which our civilization first rose.
I was waiting for that. I was like, wait, what happened?
As the light
Ladies
of
and
our
gentlemen, we did end up with a nuke in that game. We got the fadeaway thermo nuke.
one will rise.
That is 2 games in a row today where the AI have nuked each other. Wow, incredible stuff. Incredible stuff from our dude Mavemba here, winning the game. Absolutely crazy. If you guys are ready for game number 3 of the evening, we want to take a little bit of an extended break. I want to say we'll start getting it going about 5 minutes from now. I have to go and enter this into the spreadsheet, then I'm going to go to the bathroom, then we'll be back to set up game number 3. We did get the nuke, though. That was exciting. Gorgo, it's a little late, but Gorgo did chuck the thermo nuke down, which is awesome. I also got to put my phone on the charger so I can go to the pub after this game, have a bevy. Only having 2 days off makes it really hard to get everything done. Normally I have 2.5. Noble Zarkon getting a few thousand more points than he started off with. Incredible stuff. I'm going to go to the pub. I'm going to get some truffle fries and a beer, and it's going to be fantastic. And I'm going to love every second of it. If you guys have never tried truffle fries, you're missing out on the greatest thing since sliced bread. I always love all those memes that say like before sliced bread, and it's just like someone cut a loaf of bread in half and put like one piece of ham in the middle.
Louis?
Bacon fly. Okay,
This is
bacon
the beginning
fly.
of a beautiful friendship.
Hell yeah, brother. You're getting the hell yeah, brother, for the name Bacon Fly, because that's awesome. Welcome in. Happy to have you here. Hopefully you like truffle fries. Truffle fries are just... They're just magical. There's no other way to put it. They just exist to be the best. Well, it's kind of like peanut butter in that way. Well, peanut butter also like exists to like be the best or kill you. You're gonna catch game 3 on VOD. Keep your 60,000 for next week. Noble Zarkon, what a noble strategy that is. Thank you for tuning in for the first 2 games. Throwing a big fat wad of points in the last game. Much appreciated. Let's check out the old spreadsheet though. I have no, we're good. We still got it. All right, let's enter in the scores. Ladies and gentlemen, Cleo at the top with 1,013. Then we move to Gorgo at 1,269. Nice. Wait, Cleopatra beat... No, 1,013. No, I was going to say Cleopatra did not beat Gorgo. Anyways, Pericles is next at 993. Haha, you suck, Pericles. Idiot. Chandragupta at 1013. The exact same as Cleopatra. This is the first time 2 civs have had the exact same score. We had 1299 for Mavemba, 888 for Cyrus, 1044 for Dido, and 1224 for Christina, which puts Mavemba in first place, Gorgo in second place. The 2 ties are in 5th place. And we have Cyrus in last place. That's a little bit unfortunate for Cyrus. Of course, we have to make Mavemba the winner. If you would like to access this spreadsheet, it is in the Discord for you. Exclamation point spreadsheet should also get you the link, I think. That was a science victory. The win turn. What was the win turn? The win turn was 227. It's about 15 turns longer than last game. All right, that does it for the spreadsheet in game number 2 of the day. Next up, we will be back with Bull Moose Teddy, 7 other people, and game number 3 of the AIPL. Feel free to head to the bathroom, grab a drink, grab some food, whatever it is. We'll be back in 5 minutes. Game number 3 of AIPL day number 4. How's everyone doing? Everyone rate your Saturday so far out of 10. Rate your Saturday so far out of 10 while we set up game number 3 here on AIPL Saturdays. 8.5. Wow. That's a high number. That's a good Saturday. 7.3. Don't Stop Mac. 9.69. Nice. Hell yeah, brother. No, I don't want to load a game. I want to create a game, but I want to advance set up this bad boy. Load config. AIPL fun time. Huzzah! A 9er. A 9er. I like that. 6. All right. 6 is still good. 6 is still like, it's aight. It's aight. It's not like the worst ever. It's still an aight day. Aight. AIGHC. Almars is at a 7. All right. Cool, cool, cool. Good stuff. We're averaging close to like 7.5, 8-ish there. Good stuff. Who is in game number 2? Game number 3. It's game number 3, VB. You got this. You got this, Bubs. We are here. Continents and islands is the map type. Continents and islands is the map, not the plus version. Yeah, there we go. Just normal. Continents and islands. We have Bull Moose Teddy. Bull Moose Teddy, not Rough Rider Teddy. Rough Rider did okay earlier, I think, if I'm remembering correctly. Saladin. Where are we at with Saladin? There we are, baby. Saladin coming in hot. Hammurabi. Now, Hammurabi yet to find the heights that Babylon can hide. The heights that Babylon can hide. Jeez. The heights that Babylon can reach. But he's gotten close a few times. Victoria is either a complete lame duck or absolutely incredible. So we'll see how it goes. Freddy may be one of the most underwhelming. I think it's fair to say underwhelming AIPL players. You'd think Freddy would be a lot better. But it just wasn't meant to be. Matthias? Ooh, all right. I had a bunch of people when I said I didn't build that whatever government plaza building. And he's like, dude, have you ever played Matthias so you can levy all this stuff? It's like, yeah, that's such a niche situation that I've still never built that government plaza building. Ever once in my life. The Raven King Matthias. He's got cool hair, though. In my hair tier list, I rated him high in the hair tier list. Siunduk? Maybe she's keen on, like, buying tiles now? Oh, are you good? There we go. That seems fine. And Lautoro. I mean, Lautoro also very good AIPL Civ. So we'll see how this goes. There we are. I found it eventually. I found the alphabet and me don't mix well. I think everything's good. We are on small continents. Everything that needs to be enabled is enabled. Let us start the match. It's 112 Fahrenheit outside. Holy smokes. I need a hell nah, brother. I need an opposite one. Like, holy jumping Jupiter. Try not to melt. Prediction is up. If you want to predict and use your channel points, now is the time. Who will win? If you would like to predict and use your channel points, now is the time. I just spilled water on my face. There are 10,000. I saw 13,000 on one team, 19,000 on one of the teams. If you're on the first team with 4,000 in there, you're making bank if you win this. You are making absolute bank if you win this. My nose is soaked with water. I am an idiot. It's pouring rain. I mean, you know, it's kind of, sometimes that's kind of nice, actually. Sometimes it's kind of nice when it's pouring rain. In Vancouver, we get enough rain that it's nice when it's not. But in some places, if it's pouring rain, that would be like a nice change up, you know? Scary cloud outside. One of the supervisors I have at work took a bunch of like overnight hiking courses at an extremely high level. And so he's really good at predicting the weather based on like cloud patterns and stuff, so you can get a rough idea of what's going to happen. So he loves just coming up to me in the middle of the workday and being like, it's going to rain in 2.5 hours. And I'll be like, how? And he'll explain all this cloud mumbo jumbo to me. And sure enough, usually within that time, he's pretty close. And I've watched him do it without like a phone or any other kind of assistance. And so it's perfectly legit. And it's not always perfect. Sometimes he's a little bit off, but he's never been crazy off. He's never been just completely wrong either. All right, are we ready? Ladies and gentlemen, the only thing you have to do before this game starts is put your favorite emote in the chat. That is the only rule. Everyone put their favorite emote from any Twitch stream in the chat. And then we will begin this game. Game number 3, day number 4. We got Teddy, Saladin, Hammurabi, Victoria, Freddy, Matthias, Sienduk, and Lautaro. The Bosvi is a good one. The Hype Donkey is a good one. What do we got? We got some Nuke the Lakes. We got some Let's Goes. What is this? Owl 2019 Overwatch League Tracer. I was like, wait a second. Owl. It's not one of owls. All right. Are we ready to go? I think we're ready to go. All right, we need the barbs to spawn, baby. The Canalysis emote. I'm glad someone likes that one. Cool. The map has been revealed. Its secrets are now our secrets. Top, same corner as last time. Up in the same corner as last time, we have Washington. Although this time we have continents and islands, but kind of northwest corner for Washington. Loads of space. Eventually we'll run into Matthias, who doesn't have very many city-states around, but might at least first meet Mohenjo and Hattusa, so we will have some options around, which is nice. Lots of good land to settle. You can come and try and beat up on Teddy later in the game if he so chooses. Moving eastwards from there, we have Litoro with loads of open space. This will be a SimCity Litoro game for sure. Just absolutely cruising down here. And then it's just a bunch more city-states on this island. Hey, Firaxis! Oh, wow, that just crashed. That was, oh boy, oh God. That just ended. That was just like on, it's like a light switch. Just open, closed. AIP, nope. That's what Firaxis, that's what Firaxis just said to the AIPL. Oh dear. I like the comma. Oh dear. It's all good. Never fear. We have auto saves on. This is a normal process. While we're waiting, you know what? While we're waiting, let's make sure we have the appropriate level of hype. We don't want the hype to die just because the game crashed. You got to keep the hype hyped at all times. Jesus, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry if your eardrums just exploded. It's because of the hype. Everyone can do their favorite head bob. Kind of, you can go side to side. You can go in circles, you know? You can go out, like chicken pecking, like out and in. There's so many different like head bobs you can do to this song. You can like do head bobs where you just go from side to side really slowly and then back again, like you're swimming laps in a pool. That emote is perfect. I even have the hair for it. I even have the hair for that one. That's awesome. That's good. All right. That's so good. All right, we're going to keep the song on right until we're back in the game. We want to make sure we're good to go.
From the first stirrings of life beneath water, to the great beasts of the Stone Age, to man taking his first upright steps.
Oh, this is the part where it gets intense. Are we ready?
Now begins your greatest quest.
Here it comes.
From this early cradle of civilization.
It's coming.
Towards the stars.
Here it is. Yeah, I just did all the head bobs. I just did them all in one go. All right, shut up. We're back. We did it. The hype has been successfully kept that entire time. I'm just gonna wait a turn before I move the screen, you know. Cool, get the scores back. All right, Hammurabi, man, Victoria, this is rough. This is very rough if you're Victoria, but you have so much room. You just got to make it over. Once Victoria makes it over, she has so much room, but like next to her, she has nothing. Babylon is going to destroy her. Liverpool, it could either have been on the coast for a good Royal Navy dockyard or in the lake, but it's on neither because Victoria hates housing. I don't know. I have no idea why that's happening, but this is definitely going to be a war at some point. What's a T90 person? Who's T90? Wait, are we crashing again? Ah, gotcha. AOE streamer. Hype is back, baby. Well, this isn't good. Oh, comma, dear. This is not good, folks. 2 crashes back to back is never a good sign. We shall remain hopeful. I'm gonna kick back in my chair and relax during this intermission period. Still head bobbing though. God, I'm so sorry again. I gotta remember to turn that down. Or video game companies could stop making their logos sound like absolute death to the ears. Crashing like Coupe is exactly right. Crashing like Coupe is exactly right. Well, we made it. No, we did make it like 6 turns. To be fair, we made it like 6 turns. If this crashes another time, we're going to have to be creative. Because if it keeps crashing, we have to redo the map. Although I don't know what specifically about this map would start crashing.
The great beasts of the Stone Age. To man taking his first upright steps.
All right.
You have come far. Now
let's all pray to the Civ gods.
From this early cradle of civilization.
Let's get our prayers ready for the Civ gods. I'm getting mine ready right now.
Please Civ gods don't coupe our game again. We love AIPL so much and you do be ruining it ATM.
Exactly what she said, Civ gods. Word for word, I agree with all of it. All right. Hands up. We are not touching anything until we think she's rolling again. Giving it one more turn. Hands are still up. It's a very long turn 17. Hey, all right. Finally, we have Saladin. Saladin has a lot of land. It's an exciting amount of land. It's not a perfect amount of land. You are going to run into Babylon. Oh, whoa, Vicky. You know what? Screw Saladin. Sorry. Vicky, coming in hot. She's either on or she's not. She's on or off. Those are the 2 stages of Vicky. Right now, she is on. She has taken Ishnuna. She might be able to keep the city. She can march on to Babylon. There's no units around. He's building Palgums. He's building another settler. Like, get your bum over here, Vicky.
Everything's under control. Situation normal.
Hype. With 200 bits in the bank. I like how the AIPL is working. And I like how you just donated to the Pay Anvar's Next Month fund, which all proceeds go towards Anvar's. And I appreciate that. Thank you for the 200 bits. Much love. Hopefully this game doesn't crash anymore. And enjoy your bit badge. Like, the bit badges on this channel are legitimately pretty cool. They're like flames that get progressively bigger. Not that I think anyone's ever going to hit like the 10,000 bits or whatever it is. That's ridiculous. But there's a big thing at 10,000 that came with like the thing I bought. Whoever made them was like, hey, do you want one in like for an absolutely unreal sum of bits? And I was like, I guess. Germany is up top here. We haven't actually talked too much about Washington here in Germany. Germany has a lot of space. Germany is just such an underwhelming AIPL civ that I'm not convinced they're going to make the most of this space. You can build a really good Petra here, maybe snag the pyramids early on. Loads of space to build a good Ruhr Valley. Lots of Hansas in here are going to make a lot of sense. It's just about whether he can actually execute that. Looking at the very early score, he is on top, which is great for him. Matthias, Hammurabi, Latoro rounding out the top 4. Teddy, Victoria, Sinduk, and Saladin being the anchor kind of paperweights of the whole process right now. Still early days. Charleston's beating him to the pyramid, so he's not going to be able to get that in Magdeburg, which is very unfortunate. At least he is settled on fresh water, though. Latoro with loads of space here hasn't quite bumped up against Hungary yet. Hungary getting all 4 of the Chocolate Hills tiles will open up some science, some production, some good holy site places. So we shall see how that goes. Moving over here, I mean, this is just a little bit of a train wreck. Babylon is not being taken by Vicky, which is awesome. He's going to be able to get the Machu Picchu in a good Machu Picchu location. Saladin is bumping up against Korea, which is up here. Korea actually finished the pyramids. Korea finished the pyramids and the Atemananki, so America's not, Charleston's not even getting them either. So Korea's having a right proper time up here. Still building Siawans next to the city, but you know what? We will let it be. She's taking a good shout at Damietta right now. I think there's enough units here, though. I think Saladin's got the units. Professor Ramen is back, ladies and gentlemen. What did you miss? A bunch of crashes. We've crashed twice since this game started, but it looks like we're doing better now. We've already made it like double or more, almost double the amount of time. 200% more. At least 300% more. I don't know. Mecca going down though. We got Barbs and we got Babylon coming to take Mecca. Babylon has been able to hit up Borsippa as well without having any more cities taken. So this is going well. I think Vicky's got enough boats. What is good about this though is she's aware of this whole kind of island setup, so she should be sending settlers out there fairly quickly. Also getting Oya. I don't know how much Oya is going to help. I think there are better heroes than Oya, but you got to take what you can get. New York coming up against Berlin and Ma is going to be interesting. Aachen over in the middle. Someone commented one time, someone who was German, to how to pronounce this, and I've completely forgotten. So apologies to all my German friends. One of you actually did tell me, and I'm just a bad person and have completely forgotten what I was told. Damietta is still holding. It looks like the slingers and the archers and all that, or the slingers and the warriors are going to be enough. She will, yeah, okay. Let's, she will scout the area with the settler before bringing it back home, possibly. We'll see what she does with it. She's getting in the water. Is this settler getting in the water? It doesn't look like it. Only true Giga Chads use settlers as scouts. I don't think that's what you'll see. I think when you see Vicky do it, you're not gonna go, wow, what a Giga Chad. You're gonna go, oh, yeah, I don't know about that move, dog. I don't know if that's it. 5 turns till Eshnuna goes back to Babylon, so she isn't going to be able to keep that. Rather unfortunate. Boston's going down, and Boston, like, way far out there. Huge forward settle, taking up some space from Hungary. Great stuff. You'll love to see it. Absolutely love to see it. We have Heidelberg here in the German Empire going for a COD. Very interesting choice early on. I like how this isn't even devolved to any more war. It's just straight up, he's going to flip this city back. Good work, Babylon. Damietta now belongs to Korea, though. That's a huge pickup for Korea, who has been able to kind of move towards this area of the map. The problem is you have to keep it going. You have to keep it going. You have to take Halab. You have to take Cairo. You have to do something to keep this city in the game for you here, or else they just get it flipped back. Maybe even moving Pingala down if you absolutely have to. Yo, Chansey. This is a very bad Sahara El Beta, but it's there. It's there and it's hanging out. Yeah, I think Damietta is just going to flip right back. You got to be on it. You got to be very careful. Eshnuna has flipped back now. I think that's actually fine. I mean, but Here's the problem with Vicky. Like, the settlers just don't move. There's no movement on the settlers. Now, maybe she just can't get them on the water yet, but either way, like, why are you building it so early then if you can't move it on the water? I don't know. Latoro's having a banging time building the Colosseum. It's going to hit quite a few cities once he builds a few more up here, so that's a good Colosseum overall. Good stuff. Hungary, not taking up too much of the room to the east, mostly moving north now. Going to get kind of west of Boston here. America is bumping up against Germany, bringing some trebuchets, bringing some man-at-arms units. I think they'll be able to take Ma if they really go for it, but I don't think they're going to be able to actually do anything super destructive to Germany, especially because they can't... The AI just can't pick a city and take it. You know, they got to, like, send one unit here, one unit there, one unit there. Like, just pick Ma, take it, raise it, and then you've at least accomplished something. Now they're going to accomplish nothing. Their units are going to die. Right, all of their melee units are down. I don't know. This isn't my favorite strategy from America here. Is Shnuna flipping back in 4 turns? We also have a lot of loyalty flipping. At the same time, Damietta is flipping back. Korea was not able to keep Damietta. And so it's just kind of You take all that time, all that effort, you build those units, you take the city, you just lose it to a loyalty flip. That feels pretty bad. It looks like early Amani conning is heading in Rapa Nui's direction. Haradum is a very Haradum city, but if it works, it works, and it at least does cut off Saladin from any more settles down in this area, which would almost completely make him useless in the game here. Latoro did get the Colosseum. He's got a great little empire going. Turn 68, quick yield check. No surprises. Korea's at the top of the science game. Matthias not too far behind. In terms of culture, Lautaro is the farthest ahead. In terms of Scoria, Hammurabi, Lautaro, Sionduk, and Freddy. So Frederick's still in the top 4, which is nice. Matthias, Teddy, Saladin, and Victoria rounding out the bottom 4. Victoria having a tough time. Chicago going down next to Boston. Help with the loyalty there. Get another city on the river. I think that is a smart move from Teddy. He did end up raising this city, though. Teddy did come in. He raised Ma. Very smart move. He's not going to be able to take Berlin, but he has set Frederick back quite a bit. That explains the drop from 1st to 4th. Having your 2nd city just absolutely murdered, or your 3rd city, is not going to be overly helpful. We do have a settle over on this continent. Yo! Incredible stuff. Vicky has actually settled over on this continent. Birmingham is down.
Hell yeah, brother.
And ready to go. Hammurabi Hype Train. I mean, he is doing okay. He's doing okay. He's top of the leaderboard. He's going to easily have the most techs out of everyone, is my guess. $29 text research, 26, 26, 25. So he is up there in text researched. He's getting through the tree as quickly as he possibly can, which is great because he doesn't need a high amount of science to do it. He just needs the boosts. He just needs the boost, and he's absolutely cruising. You're pretty new to Civ 6, but I assume there are plenty of C and Dick jokes when Korea came out. I don't think so, to be honest. Someone else can advocate for that period of time. I have never heard that joke until right now. And I've got, at this point, probably 1,600, 1,700 hours in the game. I have never heard that joke until right now. Maybe not 1,700, maybe closer to 1,600. Either way, first time I've heard the joke. Funny, though. Hungary is taking over the Chocolate Hills tiles. Not that they're the best tiles to take over, but the extra little bit of science might be helpful. The Holy Site, this is exactly right. The Holy Site tiles are what's the best about it, though. Amani Khan about to get disbanded by Freddy. Boo! Boo! No! We ride for Amani Khan. We are fans here at the AIPL of Amani Khan, and any Civ who dares disrupt our sacred Khan shall be forever smited by the Civ gods. Trier going down, further cutting off Victoria from this land, which I think is a very smart strategy. If Vicky is only limited, she has got Bristol down. This is a great settle as well. But if she is only limited to this little bit of land here and Germany can stop her, I think Germany, too hard, too soon. Too hard, too fast. Needs to be more of a be quick but don't hurry situation. Halab is now taken by Korea, but because they weren't able to keep Damietta, that's not going too well. Surely Saladin is last place, though, right? Yeah, Saladin is last place. Now, 2 cities, not exactly able to accomplish a whole lot. Cairo still doesn't have walls. You couldn't raise the city, which sucks, but you could at least do some damage in there pretty easily. Akkad has been taken. Amani Khan has been disbanded. Shameful. Shameful act of violence on the Amani Khan.
Shame.
No, we don't like that.
Shame.
We don't like that. We ride or die for Amani Khan here. We even have merch. We have merch about Amani Khan. We don't have merch about Freddy. Raising the city, very smart move. It looks like they are going to end up sacrificing Baltimore for it. This is just such a bold settle anyway. I mean, Maryland already has enough to deal with. I don't think we need to put them right next to Berlin. This is why you always murder Freddy. It's a good idea. See Freddy, murder Freddy. It's a good series of events to kind of walk down, I think. It looks like Hungary has decided to stop settling cities. A little strange. You'd have to think he wants to get this scouted as soon as possible, so he can get a few cities up over here. He's got the Oracle, which is super nice. Otherwise, there's just not a lot going on. I guess he can't really settle too much farther without hitting up the tundra, which is unfortunate for him. Halab lost from Korea, but now becoming Babylon, so it doesn't look like Saladin's getting it back at any rate. If we had some trebuchets and some Hwachas here, if we can bring the Hwachas down, I think they'll do a lot of damage to Damietta. So we'll keep an eye on that. Haradum is now not dumb anymore because it's actually working. It's a functioning city, which is going awesome. Doing a quick turn 100 yield check-in. Couple of people in the hundreds, you know, Korea and Latoro at the top of their science game. In terms of culture, Latoro and Freddy there as well. Freddy having a much better game than he normally does. Especially considering that this whole city was raised. Los Angeles also going down. 46 turns, 7 turns. I don't think there's enough governors here for Teddy to be doing this. He is working with a dark age while Freddy's in a standard age. So this is not the ideal age for the forward settles to be coming in here. It does seem like we have neutral loyalty in Baltimore now, but Los Angeles is still losing, even with Victor in the city. Yeah, even with Victor in the city, I think Los Angeles is Dunskies. Very unfortunate for Teddy there, because Freddy, that's hard, Teddy and Freddy. Freddy's going to be able to flip this no problem. Sandstorm coming right in the middle of the desert, no surprises there. Riots in Los Angeles. The streets of Hollywood are filled with upset people. I don't know what else to say. Chun-Chan is losing loyalty, probably flipping to Babylon. We're losing population in Damietta. I don't think if cities are losing population, they're not going to be the best loyalty flipping cities. Cairo barely gaining population, still going, you know what, dedicated to the Terracotta Army, which I find fun. I find that exciting and fun. Barb's still populating this whole area. No one's kind of discovered it yet. Has Hungary decided to keep settling? Yeah, Obuda is down here. If you can move out to the northwest, that would be awesome. Saladin is looking sad. I mean, Vicky's also looking really sad. Vicky is also looking incredibly sad. Getting some Royal Navy dockyards down, though, it's not going to be enough. I don't think. Quick score check-in. Hammurabi, Latoro, Freddy, Matthias in the top 4. Teddy, Sianduk, Victoria, and Saladin in the bottom 4. But Victoria and Saladin doing markedly worse than everyone else in the game. They're kind of really struggling, and then the other 6 are all doing okay. Daegu is down for Korea. Korea is finding a groove in this game. The sandstorms are not going to help her, but she's used her land exquisitely. It does suck that she lost ground in Halab and Damietta. I think if she has these 2 cities, she immediately becomes like a super favorite to win. Now I just think she's an ordinary kind of contender to win, which is not a bad place to be. You know, someone like Korea is going through to the next round. Only 2 civs are being eliminated in the first 22 games of the AIPL. And so most civs will make it through. Hopefully Coupe is one of those civs, but we'll have to see. But I think anyone who comes top 4 in at least one match will probably make it through. floods just demolishing everything between Rankul and Lafkin Mapu, but also leaving behind some pretty yields for everyone. If you can fix this up, there's some pretty yields there. Babylon at 120 science is actually fairly impressive. We have a good Sinbad, a Sinbad that's not trapped in a 2-ocean lake.
Hell yeah, brother.
That's exactly what I think of that Sinbad. Well done, mate. Manchester and Liverpool, like in terms of how far apart they are IRL, this seems pretty fair. London is like much farther south. It's not like a triangle. London's like south. And then Manchester and Liverpool are across from each other, but up north. But it's like kind of similar. Big Ben going down in Kurigalzu. How many techs are we at for Hammurabi here? 43, 42, 40, 39. That's a pretty big lead against everyone but Mapuche here in terms of techs research for Babylon. He's doing great. Killing the game. Halab now loyalty flipping, possibly back to Saladin. Yeah, Saladin's in a heroic age. And Hammurabi and Korea are in a dark age. So there's almost no way this flips back to Korea. This will be back to Saladin's control, which is awesome. And Haradum also loyalty flipping. It does seem like Saladin has a path back into not finishing last, which is good. Kube is still waiting on the Terra map for his time to shine. I think if we did Terra map, he would immediately pick the wrong direction and just get caught in the mud with everyone else. So Los Angeles did flip over to Germany here, but Baltimore did not. So on the whole, it's a good trade for America to take the city that was here and then gift them Los Angeles. But you could have done the whole part without gifting them Los Angeles, and it would have been a much better trade-off. So this is not perfectly ideal, but it's at least, you know, a net positive for America. Hungary now getting settlers out of here. Maybe one more coastal city here. Yep. Whatever. Sketch Feffervar. I don't even want to try and pronounce that. When that one's done, right, you'd think the next step is populating this whole island here. Would be my pick. You have to wonder who's already discovered it, though. We do have settlers from Korea heading over to this desert that has the, what's this, the Sahara Albeida in there. I don't know if that's the best idea, but if you're still trying to settle cities, it's certainly not the worst one. Say Keshvahervar. Say Keshvahervar. I've got this. That was, I was pretty close the first time. If someone takes that first clip and that last clip and puts them side by side, I think I almost just minor problems. Yeah, Babylon. Now, what are, wait. Yo. What? Mate, you're already losing Haradum. Why on earth would you settle Malgium? What are you doing? What are you doing? This is a shameable moment. There's a certain standard in the AIPL you have to uphold, Babylon. Settle Malgium to save Haradum, obviously. I mean, it worked so well. I can't imagine. I mean, this is now flipping back to Babylon at the very least for them. At the very least for them, the population increase here seems to have been enough. But I mean, just giving away Malgium and Haradum for free is not wise. 8 turns, though. You know what? Maybe they won't. Maybe they won't even give it away. We'll have to keep this area updated. Aerodrome's going down for Babylon here. Turn 136. Quick yield check-in. Lataro cruising to the lead in science. There are a few people still like way far back in science. Lataro's way far ahead. If we're taking a look at culture, no one really doing a whole lot there either. We have 47 techs, 47. So even in techs, even though you're half behind in science, just shows the power of the boosts. The risk was calculated, but boy, is he bad at math. He's kind of like me. This is my level of math. If someone said, who did this math? A reasonable answer would be definitely VB. You get a city. Yeah. He's kind of like Oprah. You get a city, and you get a city. That's fair. 3 turns, and the era ends in 3 turns. He might get Malgium just in time to keep it. He's putting down spaceports already. What a legend. What an absolute legend. You know what, Hammurabi? You deserve this.
Hell yeah, brother.
What does this button do? Oh, it's the Canalis' button. Never mind. The Go XLR buttons aren't labeled. You have 3 different sets of 4 that you can choose from, but you can't label them. So I have to remember which button does what, and that's just an unnecessary. Oh, we might have a Canalis here, ladies and gentlemen. We might have a future Canalis. I like the idea, like, look at these builders. They're currently on the project. I like how it makes no difference, but I think putting builders on the tiles should give you a little bit of a production boost. That looks cool. Okay. What happened here with all the loyalty stuff? So Malgium did go over. Haradum now flipping back. Oh, geez, this is bad. Saladin in a normal age. Babylon in a heroic age, but still not flipping Haradum enough. This is a rough look for our dude. How is that even working? That is 11 population at a standard age versus 13 that's really close in a heroic age. This is unfortunate. This is unfortunate for Hammurabi, who is currently putting down spaceports, though, so we don't feel too bad for him. This kind of sucks for Victoria. She did her best to settle this part of the continent. Frankfurt beat her to the good areas, so she tried to settle Bradford, my namesake city, in the bad area, and that went poorly for her. So you know what? A bunch of unfortunate things happening to a lot of people on this map right now. Korea's like, yo, dude, I need 87 convoys. What a Panama Canal. I think this one's making it first. 13 turns up here. 13 turns. We have a Panama Canalis off. Who is going to build it? Who will get there first? Korea's like, yeah, dude, I need 185 medics. I know nobody's hurt, but just in case. 2 turns till Haradum immediately becomes Saladin's, giving him an entry point back into this game. He's not quite catching up to Victoria, but Saladin, who should be in last place, is probably going to flip Victoria at some point. Panamania! It's pandemonium. Hungary has done it, ladies and gentlemen, following my advice. Settled this weird-looking continent, which is very good for him. He made it out there in time. Well done, well played. Well done, well played. The border of Germany and America is solidifying. Los Angeles seems fortified in German territory. It seems like we have given up on the Panama Canal up here. Entirely. Yeah, it seems like we've given up on the Panama Canal up here. Wait, was it built somewhere else? Where was it built? It was built somewhere else. Hey! We got it done in Mascan Shapir. Do-do-do. Canalysis. So I think my problem with this Panama Canal is I think it opens up this city a little more than the others to being taken via boat entry. But I still think you need like battleships to even have the range. And so I think this is a fine Panama Canal. This city is not highly productive. You're not going to be able to get too many boat units in here anyway, though. So it's probably just mostly useless. There's no theater square next to it. There's no industrial zone next to it. All of those are still possibilities. I'm going to go 4. I'm going to go 4 for Mashcan Shapir's Panama Canal.
Hell yeah, brother.
Canalysis. I had to pretend like I didn't just press both buttons. Bradford flipping to Mapuche. Now loyalty flipping back. Probably over to Germany, which is a little Ako Taco if you're Victoria here. It seems like people are going for trading over warfare, though. Very interesting choices being made. Haradum now belongs to Saladin. Incredible comeback from our boy. He's got Aleppo down. He's got Medina down on the Sahara Al Baida. It doesn't quite give him enough score to eclipse Victoria yet, but you know we're on the way to that. You know we're on the way. The spaceports are going down very quickly in Babylon's territory. Has he built any of the projects? He has built the moon landing. He has built the moon landing very early on, which is awesome to see. Lautaro also building a spaceport, getting the Earth satellite off the ground. We got a few people in this race. Getting a yield check in here, 356, 322, 328. A couple of people in the 300s. Everyone else lagging very far behind. Just remember, Hammurabi's is a bit unreliable because of how his mechanics work. In terms of culture, again, lots in the 300s and high 200s, but lots of people also very far behind. The Earth satellite going down in 3 turns for our main man, Mapuche here. What's great about the Gior settle for Hungary is it opens them up to, yeah, there's another settler right here. It opens them up to keep settling good cities, and it limits America's ability to expand at all. If we take a look at the score, we have Hammurabi, Lautaro, Teddy, and Matthias, not surprisingly, in the top 4. And then Sanduk to Korea, Victoria, Saladin down at the bottom. We do have the Mars colony going down for Hammurabi. Where is he at in the tech tree? If we could just take a peek here. He has not gotten pottery yet. What? Yo. All right, he has not gotten pottery yet. Moving along. He has not gotten shipbuilding yet either. Oh, he's not gotten pottery or shipbuilding yet. Oh, dear me. Oh, my. Where is he at, though? He's got the Mars colony. He does not have the exoplanet expedition either. But holy smokes, he doesn't even have pottery. But he's not going to go for the exoplanet. He has not unlocked it. You don't need pots or ships to go to the moon. That is a fair point. That is a fair point. Where we're going, we don't need pots. Such a funny way to spin this situation. Like, get pottery, my guy. Get pottery. What are we doing here? What are we doing? All right, we're going to go back to our normal deity-like view. Just brutal. Just brutal. I mean, no granaries either. What a hero. What a hero. He doesn't give a rat's patootie about anything. Holy, he's got a Panama Canal, but not pottery. What a legend. What a legend. That's going, if we have like a Hall of Fame decisions for the AI, I think not going pottery at all at turn 168 in a quick speed game is top tier choice making, decision making, top tier choice choosing. Amani Khan relocating from Akkad to Hattusa though. Party's still going. This is what Amanis are listening to right now. Anyways, that's Amani Khan for everyone. They're just vibing, having a good time. Legitimate legendary maneuver. Alpha move. If he wins this game, I'm going to adopt the no pottery strat in my Civ games. Because it's clearly the best way to go about this. He is like blitzing Cairo as well. He's got a strat. He's got a strat and he's sticking with it. He doesn't have the exoplanet yet, but that's okay. I mean, why even go for pottery at this point, legit? Like, why not just skip it? No pottery Hammurabi challenge. Yeah, people spend so much time making challenge games. No pottery Hammurabi challenge would be hilarious. The next challenge game I'm doing will be the game we start hopefully tomorrow morning if I'm feeling it. But we are going to be doing a the Wonder Challenge where I only build. I have to actively try and build every wonder that I put in the bottom 3 tiers of my wonder ranking list. That's the challenge I've been given. This settler is doing nothing. Settle a city around the area. What are you doing, mate? Brought Saladin back so he can kill him again. That's fair. I mean, see, that makes sense to me. Haradam now losing loyalty as well. Say that 10 times fast. What? I don't even remember what I said. I don't even know what wonders. I have to... Okay, what am I going to actively have to build? Definitely Jebel Barkle. I don't even know what wonders I put in my bottom 3 tiers. I'm gonna have to rewatch the video to find out. I like the idea of Stonehenge just getting erupted on over and over again, but like the touristy pathway around it and the actual stone structure just never changes. Hey, Cairo! Bring him back just to defeat him for sure. Cairo belongs to Babylon, and they've got the loyalty. Damietta is falling. This is not great if you're a Saladin fan. If you're a Saladin fan, it was already not going well for you. But now it's super not going well for you. We're still not at the exoplanet, though. He is building GDRs. Do we have any nuclear weapons anywhere? And we also got like a good Golden Gate Bridge. Hammurabi.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hammurabi's having fun. We're digging it. We're picking up what he's putting down. We did just Stoke-upon-Trent just got settled. Leeds and Bristol are down here. Where's Stoke-upon-Trent? There it is. I mean, not the worst city. It's a good city to sell if you can keep the loyalty, which she can do. Game of his life for Hammurabi. Has he built pottery yet? Oh, boo! Boo!
Shame.
Hammurabi, you coward.
Shame.
Hammurabi is a coward. He doesn't have nuclear tech. He is getting the exoplanet expedition, though. I can't believe Hammurabi gave up on the disqualified. You don't get to play anymore, Hammurabi. So Haradum and Malgium both lost loyalty, so they're not going back to Saladin. Now Damietta's lost loyalty. Aleppo and Medina are losing loyalty. This is very bad. There's 14 turns at minimum in this era, too, so he's got to figure this out. Like I think Saladin might get loyalty flipped out of the game here, which is very, very tough look for our dude. Whoa, Brussels got taken. That's fun. Yo, that's kind of fun. That's kind of cool. That's exciting. Good work. Unnecessary Korea. I would have just taken the Wonder Boost, but hey, you know what? To each their own. Scores still looking very similar. Sucks for Matthias that he's not in the top 4 right now. I think he's played better than a top 4 game. He did end up settling the city here. Tatabanya. I think Matthias has played very well for his setup. Do we have the exoplanet expedition going down? We have the Mars colony going down for Litoro. Exoplanet is going down for Hammurabi. Does Babylon usually do well? We haven't seen him peak like this. He does usually do well. We haven't seen him quite peak like this before, though. Where he's just, like, dominating a whole game from start to finish. Mars colony going down. Exoplanet coming in. I don't think he's at the end, though. I think he's got a little bit of a ways to go. I forgot to put my phone on the charger, by the way. Onvars, if you're here, the thumbnail you made for the Pokemon video tomorrow, the best thumbnail ever. That is awesome. I am excited. If you're not watching the Pokemon Yellow Let's Play on YouTube, are you even a person? We have so much fun with that. I don't know how much fun Onvars has editing them, but they're certainly, like, just funny. Like, they're just fun videos. There's no part of them that's serious, and that's awesome. So if you like Pokemon, like the old-timey, like, nostalgic Pokemon, and you like this channel, then you'll probably like the Pokemon Yellow Let's Play. I find them to be very fun to play and record. No, it's so good. You are not a person. Fair enough, Chansey. Fair enough. Not that everyone needs to be a person. What did Elliot said something about the Hamilton podcast. We also do a Hamilton podcast, and Elliot said something in the Discord that was really cool. Folks, I just spent 3 hours in the car listening to the first 1.5 episodes of the pod. I laughed, I cried, I learned. If you haven't listened to this, you are a deeply flawed and incomplete person. So I'm assuming most of you, according to Elliot Peter, are deeply flawed and incomplete, which is okay. Not everyone needs to be unflawed and complete, but I have a podcast I'd recommend to you. Hungary also getting into the game here with the Earth satellite. I think it's going to be too late, though. I think it's going to be far too late. I think Babylon's got this one in the bag. I don't think he's hit the projects yet, but he does have pottery now, which is huge. He's getting closer. He's getting closer to the projects, but he doesn't have them yet. I am deeply flawed and incomplete. Yeah.
I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
SG Maverick, welcome in. SG Maverick, welcome in. Appreciate having you here. Welcome to the crew. Much love. Glad you're having a good time. Whoa, England! Getting a little crazy going for the cross-continental... what the? A cross-continental settle. It's a good settle. It's a bit late. It's a good settle. It's a bit late, though. Doing a quick yield check-in. 651 for Latoro is wild. 403 for Babylon's even crazier. Saladin surviving somehow. He just hasn't lost the cities yet. It just hasn't been enough time for him to lose the cities. Medina looks like it's going to hold on. I mean, if he has, like, not a Dark Age in this next era, that would be helpful. You love the barb mech infantry? I think mech infantry barbs are fun. I like how the encampment never changes, though. As if this mech infantry barb would still have an encampment made of, like, wooden poles with a single campfire. Yeah, I don't think the era has helped out, yeah, our dude Saladin that much. He's still definitely in a Dark Age. So he's losing Aleppo in 2 turns, which will probably start a crisis in Medina once Aleppo flips for sure. But he's still holding on. I mean, if he doesn't get eliminated, he at least gets his 300 score. Just found the YouTube channel today. Love the content.
Ladies and gentlemen, can we get some donkeys in the chat for SG Maverick, who just found the channel today and is loving the content, please?
That's what we like to hear. This is very different content. This is just us watching the AI play. But it's still fun to do, you know? Still super fun to do. Doing a quick score check-in before the data people need to turn 200 scores. We have Hammurabi Love Toro. Freddy coming in 3rd is not bad for him. And Siunduk in the top 4. We have Matthias, Teddy, Victoria, and Saladin in the bottom 4. You would think if they all had mechs, they'd have air conditioning and Wi-Fi. Dude, this man didn't even get pottery till he turned 150. So he's having a party. But I don't think... Like, techs happen at different times. He was about to, like, go to the moon without knowing how to build clay pots, okay? Like, tech timelines mean nothing. Hammurabi's still going at 1 light year per turn. That's a lot of offshore windmills. I think Korea is usually building those. That is not Korea who's building them. She usually does build them, though. Who is building the offshore? Oh, right here. Yeah, half of them aren't even being used. These are your offshore. These are your good offshore windmills. These are your backup offshore windmills. This is like, bro, we need more power immediately. Stat. It's like a defibrillator. Just turn these on like bada boop, and you're just going. You have enough power for forever. Aleppo officially flipped. Going to flip to Korea. Medina now losing loyalty. If he doesn't die, though, he gets to keep his score, which is huge. So all I have to do is not lose that city by the time Babylon wins here, which is completely doable. Babylon is completely dominating the game, though. He must be close to the tech for the projects, right? He must be getting there. Rip Salad, man. It's a real loss for all vegetarians. New York going down, baby. No, there's no melee unit. Classic. Classic AI. They have a trebuchet army, a bunch of line infantries that are in action, but no melee unit to actually take this city. Are they even going to move one of these up? What are the AI doing? What are they doing? No, they're not even going to move. Like, come on. Be quick and hurry. Something to be quick, don't hurry is one of my favorite kind of... Oh, do we have a nuke? We do. Things aren't moving. Where is it? Things aren't moving. Hey! Action down! I'm gonna guess that was Teddy? Where did that nuke come from? I'm gonna take a guess that was Teddy. Achent. Hey, we got 3 nukes in 3 games. This is the AIPL that was promised. 3 nukes. That is what you get for trying to take New York. Wow. That's gonna hurt the score. I'm trying to find where that came from. It wasn't a bomber. Is there a missile silo around? Is there a nuclear submarine hanging out? It won't update who's at war with who until the next turn. Whoa, we got a nuke. Mapuche sub. Was it Mapuche? Oh, it might have been Mapuche. Cool. Yeah, he's out of nukes now. Teddy doesn't have any, though. Korea's got a nuke, too. Hey, we'll take that. We'll take that. We're having fun. No, we're not crashing. I was just leaving the game paused. Sorry. To see if we could figure out the nuke thing. It paused right on that turn, so I was trying to figure that out. Yeah, we have bombers coming in here. Is he building more nukes? He's not building more nukes. That might have been... That must have been a... it must have been the Mapuche sub. Yeah, the German sub wouldn't have nuked his own city, although that would have been hilarious. Is he not... Bring your units up here, dude. There we go. We're getting a line infantry army closer to New York. We're getting there. It looks like he is gonna... Oh, no, the GDRs are in the house. He's not keeping Medina. I think Saladin is ending this game with no score, ladies and gentlemen. Hammurabi's still traveling at 1 per turn. But he's not going to attack Medina. All right, you know, I don't even know what he's doing. Is he running projects anywhere? I don't know what he's doing. It's not making a whole lot of sense, but that's okay. Not everything needs to make a whole lot of sense. Mapuche may win still. Like, he's not out of it. If you can get like 9 light years per turn right away. He's at 2. He is at 2 light years per turn. Latoro coming in high. Build more projects. You've got this, Bubs. Build those projects. Babylon still not building projects. Babylon, though, is taking out Chunchan. Oh, he's at war with Korea. Is he also at war with Saladin? I don't really know what's happening. His GDRs are all over the place. And I don't think he can heal any of them, but taking any score away from Korea would be awesome. Freddy's still doing great. I think if Korea lost enough score that Matthias came in 4th, that would be a more fair representation of how this game's gone. Did we just get another nuke in Aachen? Yeah? I don't even know what just happened. I think we just got another nuke in Aachen again. Cool. All right. Well, I put the air horn off. I think we got another nuke. We just weren't around to hear it. Cool, though. That's 4 nukes in 3 games, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I think it was another thermo in the same city, though. He's completely given up on taking New York. He has retreated completely. Oh, he's building a nuke, though, so you have to expect he's going to start throwing them down here. He has a nuclear sub right there. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, 11 turns, so he did add on top of that one. Yep, you can check. 11 turns. So he did add more on top. Classic. Good work. Chunchan being absolutely dismantled. Medina now belonging to Babylon means that Saladin is officially eliminated. The Veggie Man has been eliminated and will end with 0 score, I think. I don't actually know what the Hall of Fame says in this situation. It's whatever the Hall of Fame says for score. I don't know what it says. I'm assuming 0, though. I'm assuming it's 0. Going back to the science victory, running at 2 light years per turn, 1 light year per turn. Mapuche's still winning. Latoro might still win, though. Salad in is salad out. Yes. Sorry. Mapuche might still win. Babylon also just needs literally 1 project. He's too busy taking out Saladin and Korean cities to care about winning. I want to see it this time. Where is it going? Maybe that one wasn't a nuke. Maybe that one was just a nuclear submarine attacking. Yeah, Babylon might not have the tech. You would assume they do, though. They were very close to having it. They were very close to having it. Maybe if they didn't go back for dumb things like pottery, then maybe taking pottery is why they lost the game. Could have been intercepted as well. It's a great point. Usually they attack the same place multiple times, though. Yeah, there's no nukes on the field right now. No one has any nukes. Don't think a yield to check-in really matters at this point. I mean, it's really tight. It is super freaking tight if we're still traveling at 1 per turn here. 1 and 2. I mean, if he just built 1 more project in any... If he built 1 more project, he would guarantee the win. If Babylon built 1 more project, he would guarantee the win. I think Latoro is going to win this. I think the math suits Latoro here, which would be a victory from 3rd place. That would be a huge amount of points for Latoro. If he could win this, he'd be gaining hundreds of points. Man, it's very close. I don't know how that math is going to fall, but it is tight, ladies and gentlemen. Latoro's also got the slot order. So if it's a tie, Latoro gets the slot order. So we'll see. Man, I really want Hungary to finish 4th, but they're not going to. They're going to be 5th. Doesn't really matter. I think Hungary is going to be fierce competition in the knockout rounds. Spectator now has the Saladin icon. Cool stuff. How many more turns is this radiation lasting? 2 more turns, it's contaminated. Hammer, oh, it's right there. I think Latoro's got it. 1, 2 per turn. I think Latoro's got it. I think he's gonna catch up. I think he hit the exact right turn to do the 1 project. Babylon not touching the projects. I think Latoro's got it, ladies and gentlemen. It's either Babylon or Latoro. It could go either way. Gyeongju also taken from Babylon, collecting capitals. Yeah, that puts Korea down to 5th. Matthias is going to finish 4th. Matthias finished 4th, ladies and gentlemen.
From the dust to which our
woo! That was a game. That's what the AIPL is all about. That's what the AIPL is all about. If you are thinking of leaving right after the game, I think it'd be super cool if you stuck around for 5 minutes so we can do the spreadsheet. Go on an awesome, massive, big raid. He did it! Mapuche did it! Yo! We'll go on a big raid, and then if you don't want to hang out on the raid, that's all good. But I like it when we get a big raid going for the AIPL days. It helps spread the word that the AIPL happens on Saturdays when you chuck these big raids around to people. All right! Latoro did it. Holy smokerinos. What a fun time. What a throw. Yeah, what a throw by Babylon. Still gonna finish 2nd. Still gonna finish 2nd. F's out for Harambe. Like I just Harambe and Hammurabi are the same now. I never once made that connection. I've never made that connection between Hammurabi and Harambe, but that's hilarious. Turn 221 is not a bad shout. Steal of the season. I think so far. I think we were so close with Russia, who is going at 9 light years per turn, but missed out by 1 turn. That would have been the steal of the season. Because the other person was going 4, I believe. All right, we are pulling up the spreadsheet. Win turn. Oh, I can't type the win turn in yet. All right, I am waiting on access to the Hall of Fame. Has anyone joined the Discord in this stream? Nah, okay, cool. I just like to welcome people if they're in the stream. You know? All right, here we go. Scores are 935. Saladin does get to keep his 315. Saladin does get to keep his 315, so that does not matter to the Hall of Fame, whether you get eliminated. 1662 for Hammurabi, 694 for Victoria, 1388 for Freddie Barbarossa, Matthias at 1073, very respectable, 1036 for Siunduk, and 1361 for Mapuche. So Mapuche was in second place, but is going to gain more than 300 points from winning this game, though. Yeah, he's going to go 1361 up to 1663 in points, which is absolutely bonkers. J-Meg, thank you so much for the 5 bits. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let us go on a raid. Thank you for watching the AIPL today. Much appreciated. Hope you guys had an awesome time. I always love the AIPL. I always have a grand old time. 100 games, 100 days is streaming, so we're going to head over to 100 games and see what's crack-a-doodling over there. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Much appreciated. Much love. We will see you in the next stream, which will hopefully be tomorrow morning. Hopefully, fingers crossed, hopefully. Fingers crossed, hopefully. Cheers, everyone. We will see you in the next one.